Okay, folks, welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
Y'all niggas got me hot. If you know this shit, sing along. Niggas got me hot. Hey, well that's exactly what the nigga came for. You taking shots from afar, I'ma meet you at your front door. So hard to be doing what you really meant for, beauty. But don't I make it look easy? Don't I make it look good? Hey, you drink up all my liquor, come on. What I'm supposed to do now? And you talking all that shit, now come on. You gon' have to back it up. If I get too high now, sugar, come on. I might never come down. I might never come. You might not ever come down. Nah, I wanna get down. Help me out now. Nah, I wanna get down. Help me out now. You might not ever come down. Nah, I wanna get down. You might never come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Say, can't beat it with the big bad dough. Can't see it with this bitch black. Put your brains on. Let me get these bitches off. Let me get the full scope. Full screen HD. Let me pull it to the picture. Let me holla at the pre-show. Cool beans. That's a whole lot of reefer. Let me help you with the pre-roll. You drink up all my liquor. Come on. What I'm supposed to do now? And you talking all that shit. Now come on. You gon' have to back it up. I get too high now, sugar. Come on. I might never come down. You might not ever come down. Nah. Let me get down. Let me out now. You might not ever come down. Nah. I wanna get down. Come on. You might. Nah. Let me get down. Do you see what's happening? You might never come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay up one more time now. You might never come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Hey, make the funky for me. Hey. Yes, Lord.
Scratch that itch and slap that bitch. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
He's got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show, everybody. Is it better out there now? Yeah, I hope so. There it is. All right, cool. Yeah, sorry about that. We had a little bit of noise starting out here. A little bit of a rough night, but I'm very excited. We have a great show lined up for y'all tonight. Absolutely cool. Everybody's filing into the studio right now. We've got a special treat, a special guest in the studio tonight. Everybody's making their way in right now. Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show, everybody. All right. If you're listening to us on Spreaker.com, check out our chat room. Chat room is available. Hey, welcome, Glick. Welcome, Big Hoss, to the chat room. Welcome in, everybody. All right, we got a packed studio tonight. Jaybird, how the hell are you?
I'm freaking great, Kevin. How are you, man?
I'm doing fantastic, my man. Get everything set up here. We got a brand new server in the studio. I had a little bit of technical difficulty starting up the show, but everything's perfect now. And we got... All right, welcome everybody to the Kevin Holly Show. We've got a special guest. Before I introduce her, though, I'd love to introduce my crew. Of course, we've got my unproductive reproduction agent, Jaybird, sitting right in front of me.
Feeling pretty unproductive.
You look fantastic, though, Jay. You got your Packers hat on.
I always look fantastic. I'm just not always productive.
We've also got Kitty Corner to me. Catty Corner, Pops? What is it? Welcome, Pops. What's up, man?
Well, I'm going to start off with a quiz.
Oh, okay.
And I want everybody here to give their answer. And then we will give
Orgasm.
No. You be quiet. I'll give the one word, and then there's a one word answer. And I want the four of you. Jay knows my opinion of the answer, but we'll let Click and whoever is on in the chat room give theirs, and then in the beginning of the second hour we'll discuss it. So Kevin, what is the opposite of love?
I would have to say hate.
Okay, you keep track of what they're saying.
All right.
Dee, what would you say?
Hi.
What?
Hi.
She says hi.
But what's the difference between what is the opposite of love? Is the question.
The opposite of low is high.
Is hi.
Hi. All right.
Write it down.
All right.
Before we go any farther, hold on a second. I think we should introduce this.
Yes,
lovely
we
lady.
should. We should.
Sitting
Oh, I'm
next to me.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a very special guest tonight. Live in studio is Dee The Psychic. And I'm really excited. I think we have a jam-packed show tonight, but having Dee in the studio with us, not on the phone, but actually sitting here, I think is really cool. Dee, you've been a psychic since you were 14 years old, is that correct?
7 years
Actually,
old.
so since I was 7.
Now, and you're a professional practicing psychic, right?
Yes.
Awesome. And hold on a second. Get that a little closer to you. There you go. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
And anybody listening, if you experience any noise in the background, of course we've got Pop's air hose going as always, but we also have the air conditioning on, so it's a little bit of a buzz in the background. You might hear that. That's all it is, the air conditioning. But we want to keep it cool in here tonight because we've got 6 people in a little tiny studio. But going back to you, Dee, practicing psychic since you were about 7 years old. Well,
No.
not professionally.
Professionally, I started when I was 17.
Okay.
When I started to talk to spirits, I was about 7.
Unbelievable. That's
Oh, you are a spiritualist. You have a medium, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
so. Before we go any further, Pops, are you going to be included in this this quiz, or am I allowed to ask you what the opposite of love is?
I'll tell you.
He already
Okay.
he asked the question. Of
He
course,
has
he
the
knows
answers.
the answer.
All right.
So we've already had a comment from I don't have my glasses, but it's Rob Hoss.
Yeah, Big Hoss in the chat.
Big Hoss. He said it was lust.
Lust. Okay, write it down.
Opposite of love is lust.
Is lust.
Oh, love, I thought you said low.
Yeah, we
Oh.
need Dee's answer. Dee, what's the opposite of love?
Happiness.
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 Yeah. 'cause,
Okay, John.
A lot of the women I was in love with never made me happy, but
I'm going to go to Holly, who is everybody knows is Holly's better half.
You mean Lori?
I mean Lori, who is Kevin's better half.
you mean
Lori,
Kevin Harding's better half?
Yeah, well, anybody's better half. But anyhow, Holly's our girl.
We got 2 better halves here.
She can't do it, nobody can, and she does it, and she's it. And what's your definition of the opposite, or what would you say the opposite of love is?
Lori B says hate, just like
Lori
I said.
B says hate.
That's why we're perfect for each other.
And John is Dee's driver for one thing, and who knows what else. But anyhow, John, what would you say the opposite of love is? Hate. What?
Hate.
He says hate as well.
I was given the
You got
wrong
2
answers.
hate, love,
How about
hate.
sadness?
What is it?
Sadness?
Sadness.
Sadness is good.
Okay, that's okay.
And KY, we're still looking for your.
I said hate as well.
He said hate, so we got 3 hate of sadness. I'm not going to answer because I know the I know the answer.
Well,
That box.
Wick and
Of course, yeah.
you know, the
Glick-
reason I'm bringing the audience in is
Glick said hate too.
okay. We need to get more audience participation here, so they keep coming back. I mean,
Well, Big Hoss went back and changed his answer to pregnancy. Pregnancy.
Ouch.
Well, you run them off, and I got to try and get some of them back.
Can I Google it, Pops?
Excellently, with real finesse.
Let's go ahead and ask Siri what the opposite of love is. Right? No?
I
We already
guarantee it.
glicked it, so...
Huh?
We already glicked it. I mean...
Yeah, but Glick was wrong this time around. Sorry, Glick.
All right, so we're going to come back with the answers in the second hour. Is that
The beginning of the second hour.
beginning of the second
Beginning
hour?
of the second hour,
We'll
we're
have
going to
to
do that.
give any new. Well, we'll go through, and any new people in the chat room will get the opportunity to throw in their answer. But anyhow, let's go on with our prize pupil here, or our prize guest.
Our special guest, yes.
Special guest.
Miss D, how do you prefer to be addressed? Miss D or just D?
D is fine.
Just D, okay, cool. So, D, how did you know that you were talking to spirits at such a young age when you were 7 years old?
Well, the story goes that when my mother was giving birth to me, my father's mother, my paternal grandmother, she passed away. And when I was about 7, I was in school one day, and I never said anything to anyone because I just thought they were playmates, imagine playmates. And it came to the point where the teacher called my mother and father in and had me in front of the psychologist, and they asked me who I was talking to, and I told them Grandma Anna. And the conclusion was I had only child syndrome.
Huh. Now, did that scare you? Not the only child syndrome assessment, but being able to talk to somebody that was passed away, that didn't frighten you at 7 years old?
Not at all.
Huh.
Because it's hard to explain how you see a spirit. It's more like you feel it and you see images. And the image that you see is how they were. And, of course, I had no idea what she looked like, so I described her to my dad. And they were giving my parents a hard time. They thought that I needed special help. And one episode in front of the psychologist cured her. She asked me to tell her something that my grandmother was saying. And I said, Daddy's friends used to call him Whitey. Now, my father's name is William. My mom called my father Bill. My uncles and aunts called my father, and his brothers called my father Willie. So there was no way in the world I could have known that.
Yeah.
And at that point, my father then had to believe that I was really talking to his mother.
That's amazing. Now, between the ages of 7 and 17, can you explain to us the things that kind of occurred to you that made you decide to do it professionally?
Well, when you first realize that you're psychic, and don't forget, I realized this back in the 60s. In the 60s, it was unheard of. It's not open like it is today. People didn't accept it. Okay. So if you actually said to someone, I'm talking to my dead grandmother, they looked at you like, what? And it was very difficult growing up.
Okay.
You walk into a room and all you do is hear voices all around. And at a young age, you really don't know how to turn it all out. It's very difficult.
Now, how did you do that as you grew older?
My mom found someone, her name, God rest her soul, her name was Mary Salenti. And she was in her 60s when I was 17. And she helped me channel what I had. And she actually made me believe that I wasn't crazy, that I really was psychic.
Yeah.
And there were certain things that I would say, and something very bad happened. And then you start going into a shell because you think you caused it. And it was difficult growing up.
Yeah. We've dabbled into the paranormal here in this building. We've been here, about a year and a half, Jay? Something like that?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, we named it the Dump Tower because it's kind of dirty and older, But we've had a few different things happen in the building where, like, the ballast went out on the one light that's in this room, and it hummed, and the noise from it, and we didn't even know it was the ballast at first, but it went from corner to corner, it bounced around. We've lost different, like internet connection on just a couple of devices, but the router would be off, but other things, it was weird. All these different weird things happen here, and we've decided the building is haunted. And seriously,
Definitely haunted.
And I've done some research online, and over the year and a half that we've been here, whatever, and I've found some different paranormal websites that are somewhat local, and they list a few different places that have activity, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And this place is not anywhere on the list. And I was just wondering if you felt anything when you pulled up, when you walked in, sitting here in the studio, in the hallway, the elevator, or anything like that.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but we'll see.
All right, that's not the reason I asked you to be here. I mean,
No. I know that. I know.
Yeah, one of the main reasons. There's a whole bunch of reasons. We've dabbled with. If you look on the Wall of Fame over there, we had the investigative reporter of 10 years of unsolved mysteries, Julianne Ream, on this show. She was really cool. Helped solve a lot of crimes, and she's not psychic or anything like that. She was just a reporter, an investigative reporter. But the subject matter had a lot to do with things like that. Also, we had the Queen of the Paranormal, Kadrolsha Ona Carroll, right above her there. She did a blessing of the White House on the steps right before the debates and the election and all that stuff. She's really cool. She's in all these different tours like Comic-Cons and things like that. Fantastic guest. Really cool to talk to. And I actually delivered a pizza to a psychic once. And years later, probably like a decade later, she was in the news. This is like a month ago, if that. There was a lady in Tarpon Springs, you may have heard about it, and she had been she was accused of trying to swindle money out of one of the people that went there. And I thought to myself, yeah, every once in a while you hear a story like that, but for the most part, you don't. And I kind of wanted to offer the opportunity to defend the industry, to defend the people that are actually psychic and actually believe in those things and feel those things, like some of the guests that we've had in the past, because it was kind of a local story. You know what I mean? Have you experienced that a lot? Do you have a lot of friends that are psychics? Are you in
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do have a lot of friends that are psychics. It's very difficult to explain when you really do have a gift. I'm not bad-mouthing any psychic at all, but people that really do have a gift, it's not as easy as it looks. Sometimes you can be in a crowd of people, and it's happened to me several times. I could be with 1 million people, and people walk up to me and say, tell me something, and there's nothing. And then all of a sudden, somebody comes up to you and you go like this. It's not an exact science. And just because you say, well, I'm a psychic, everybody thinks you can just do it.
Yeah, right?
Right, like what's my lotto numbers or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's not like that.
Right.
It's, you hear things, and sometimes in a room of people, you got the situation, and you're exact on it, but it may not be you, it may be him. Like when I first came, I had a couple of things to say to Lori. Now, there were 4 of you standing out there, and the only one that came through was Lori.
Uh-oh.
Well,
That's my fiance.
On a totally different thing, that happens to me all the time, too. When I see her and Kevin, the first thing that hits my mind is Lori. I'm sorry. I'm not...
Are you trying to be funny, Jay?
Yes, I'm trying. It is a comedy show. I'm not trying to take away from it, but I understand what you're saying.
I've got a sense of humor.
All right.
It's just very difficult to be... People look at you and say, oh, you're psychic. Well, the people that do things like that does make us look bad.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't think it's fair.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
And, I've come across it more times than you would think.
Yeah, every once in a while you hear it on the news, and it seems like that's the only time that they'll ever talk about a psychic.
The human mind is a very strange and unique thing.
It's always
It's
never
all
positive.
it's a lot in how we develop it and what it does for us and
Exactly.
what we do for it.
Exactly.
I believe that everybody has psychic ability.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that most of us don't even think about it and don't even try to use it and do any good. But I think there are special people, and I think that if through the spirit world, if you've dealt through the spirit world, you've got helpers, and you couldn't give it up because they wouldn't let you, and you had a mission, and this is a lot more prolific and a lot more intense than a person that is working on becoming a psychic and is trying to develop their mind, where I don't think that they can compete with somebody that's out there sending messages in, because they don't have the maybe they can connect with somebody out there. I don't know. I've never experienced that. How long have you been in Newport Richey?
Since January, actually.
Oh, you're just new to the area.
Well, we had the house for a few years, but we just retired.
Pardon me?
We retired here to the house that we bought about 3 years ago.
Oh, where were you before?
Long Island.
Oh, Long Island.
Farmingdale.
Long Island. Hey, good.
And
Okay.
I've been around a long time.
Well,
I've
there
lived
used-
in Ronkonkoma. I lived in Farmingdale.
There used to be a spiritual church on Main Street in Newport Richey, and I attended it with his mother for about half a year
Really?
one time, and there was a gal there that definitely had something going, and we went to meetings at night in addition to the meeting in church, and she did some fantastic, wonderful things. She got messages to me from my mother, and you know what I'm talking about. If you have that going, you're in my books. You got more going than a person that has developed a strong psychic ability.
Exactly.
Pops, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm glad you brought that up, because what I was saying a minute ago is you never hear about, all you ever hear about, it seems to me, on the news is when a psychic does something against the law. Mm-hmm. But you never seem to hear about when a psychic solves a crime or finds a missing child.
Oh, you do, but not often enough.
Yeah.
And most psychics really don't want that type of publicity. They feel that what they've got is coming from
most people don't want the
above.
news to be on the news.
They want to make a living,
yeah,
and they want to help people. That's what motivates them to get involved. Am I right or wrong, Dee?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
During the early 70s, when psychic ability was really starting to come out, Joel Martin, he was a local DJ, and he had us on the air. And I don't know if you guys know anything about the island, but there are a few psychics out there that got themselves very, very, very rich off of people's misery.
Yeah.
And I was never one to do that. That's why I'm sitting here, and they're sitting where they are.
Yeah.
The police. I did help the police.
Did you really?
Yes.
Yeah. How about that?
Many times, and it's a proven fact, and I still have friends that will back me up.
Yeah.
But the problem is, when you help the police, you will never hear what you did good. What they will tell you is what they will tell people. Well, we knew that anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
There were a couple of cases I worked on. Katie Beers.
The satisfaction there is apprehending the
Exactly.
the pervert,
Exactly.
the perpetrator.
And I had a police officer call me, and he said to me, "Where's Katie Beers?" And I was at work, and I said to him, "In Bayshore." He said, "No, she lives in Bayshore. She was taken from a skating rink in Hop Hog." I said, "No, she never left the house." He said, "Dee, I'm telling you, she was taken from the roller rink, ice skating rink, whatever it was." Well, to make a very long story short, They found her. She was underground. I don't know if that story came out in Florida or not, but it was a big story on Long Island.
Yeah.
And they asked me. He said, "Would you want us to, give your name out?" Because there were a couple of other psychics. They were giving their names out, and I didn't, and I wouldn't. And there was a reward.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was a single mother.
Yeah.
I could have used $3,000.
Yeah, right.
But I gave it to St. Jude's Church.
Was nice.
Well, I love helping people.
Yeah.
And people come to me for readings. They want to know mundane things, and I give it to them.
Yeah.
But there are times when you have to give back too. Like tonight, I had a young man call me, and he lived in a shelter, and he was having an issue. And I told him, "Send me a picture, and I'll read you." I know my husband looks at me; he thinks I'm a sap, but you have to give back. And I feel that the special gift that I have, it's not there to
Exploit.
Exactly. And I have done a lot.
Yeah.
But
Satisfaction comes from doing, not. But like you say, if you're going to do it professionally, you have to make a living. You have to
you
live.
do.
Yeah.
What did you do besides, if you don't mind me asking, throughout your career as a psychic, did you work other jobs? Were you a teacher? Did you do other things?
I worked for a laboratory.
A laboratory?
Yes.
Really? What kind of a laboratory?
I worked for blood humans, and then I went into an animal hospital.
Awesome. And that brought you joy and happiness? You enjoyed
Yes,
your
it
job?
did. I was a grocer at first. Then I didn't dissect, but if you had a specimen sent, I would dissect it.
Lord knows I've had a lot of specimens. Ask Lori B. Just kidding. What?
Lori B., how many specimens have you dissected?
0. Yeah, she's saving herself for Justin Bieber.
Sorry,
Justin
Dee. Sorry to.
Yeah, I know, right? I argue with her about that all the time. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing,
No, who's the lead singer for Tool? Or no, maybe she just likes a tool.
Oh, hey. Pretty funny, Jay. Do I have a joke drum anywhere around here? You're lucky it's frozen. Strange things are afoot in the dump tower tonight.
So
Tap is
sorry,
frozen.
Dee.
There's
We
lightning
gotta
out there.
cut jokes now and then too, just to
Every
make
once in a
stuff
while,
funny.
yeah.
So, especially at Kevin's expense, we love.
They don't
love
call me
cutting
Ditsy
jokes.
D for nothing, right, John?
TV.
I'll tell Dee and John about.
Hold on.
There it is. Come up to the microphone, Lori.
Yeah, come here, Lord.
Are they
Here.
more people who there's people who animals absolutely love? Like I have 2 cats, 2 chihuahuas, and at night they're like this. They're all around me. Is it possible that people who have some kind of not necessarily psychic, but we're more open to it?
Well, animals,
They
most
have
animals
some
do
type-
have an instinct. Some more than others. There was a Doberman once that lived on my block, and he didn't like people, but yet he always came to me. And my girlfriend has a Maine Coon. She had a Maine Coon, and she told me that cat didn't go to anybody. And every time I walked in her house, there was the cat, and you could actually feel it coming from them.
It's like you can understand
Yes.
exactly what they're saying. Kevin?
Yes.
I never disagreed with that. I just think that the Chihuahuas like me better. That's totally different. I'm pretty sure they do.
I sure can't blame them.
Wow, I don't understand.
Everybody likes her better.
No, Pops. I said, yeah, you're right.
You're talking better than you?
The dogs like me better.
Understand what they're saying?
Ah.
Well, animals are very sensitive, and if there are any psychics out there, they understand what I'm saying.
Right.
Sure.
And I'm very nervous, by the way, anyone out there, so...
You're very nervous?
Yes.
Oh, you don't have to be nervous. We're just,
Oh, no, I'm not nervous with the people. I'm comfortable with you guys. It just, being on the mic, my son used to laugh at me because I should be used to it, and I'm not. Yeah. Because he's had me on the air several times. But I don't think I'm ever going to get used to this.
You're a one-on-one person mainly. Yeah, that's understandable.
Well,
most real, true people are one-on-one. They don't like to get on that thing and blab like he does.
See, he understands. I can imagine. I know, even if they didn't tell me that you were psychic, I would believe it, or intuitive, I would believe it, because I could feel it with you.
Yeah, Pops, I would agree with that. Pops is not just like the most knowledgeable person in the building most of the time.
Here we go. There you go.
But no,
he could build me up and make me feel good, and then
No.
tear my heart out
No,
with
really.
one little stroke of his pen or his voice. and he laughs like that with that gruesome chuckle when he does it. Bastard. Worthless bastard.
Dude, come on. Why do you got to rip on me like that?
Well, it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel as good as it does when you're laughing about my kid and his exploits that you dream about.
Well, you know what, Pops? Speaking of, I did make something for you.
Oh, God. I figured that. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, come on. This is good. I think you'll like this.
Well, this will probably be my last show, folks.
No, I'm telling you, Pops. This one, I really felt inspired to bring this up.
I think before we get into that, I think we got to give Laurie B a little time here. Laurie, would you like to put your phone number out so if anybody needs help?
Hell no. You mean D?
I'm D.
Yeah, you're talking to Laurie. I'll give my fiance's phone number out of the air.
I meant D. Would you like? I mean, I realize that, that I don't know how you operate if it's I know you aren't probably a minimum wage girl or anything.
How
like
about
that,
if anybody's interested, they call the Kevin Holly Show and we'll get them hooked up personally.
No, you don't want to. You don't want your number
We'll
out?
pre-screen you, so you don't have to put your stuff out.
Leave it
there.
up to her. She can, if she wants to
It's
promote
up to
herself.
you.
Yeah.
I'm on Yellow Pages, so if you Google me or if you go onto Yellow Pages, you would find my phone number anyway.
Okay. Well,
So
I want to say to anybody out there who cares and respects my 83 years of being around.
84.
83. I'll be 84 in October.
Close enough.
But anyhow, anybody that wants help in any kind of way, this is a gal that can give it to you. She's for real. And I would say that I have one of the things about psychics and spiritualists and astrologers is that there's so many quacks professing to be something that they aren't. But she's passed my test, and I would like to have her talk to me a little bit in private.
I'd be happy to do that.
And hey, if turkeys were 10 cents a dozen, I couldn't kiss a hummingbird's ass. But my kid here, he's loaded with money. He might drop something in the hat.
Well, if anyone needs help, you can send me a picture, and I like working with pictures. If you're not local enough to come and visit me, then send me a picture, and I'd be happy to read it.
Yeah, that'd be great. With me, you're going to have to look me straight in the eye and tell me. And mine's probably kind of smelly, so I'd probably be better off with a picture.
No.
But anyhow, we'll talk about that later. But I thought that you're sitting here listening to our garbage, and we ought to give you a plug, and we'll do it throughout the show.
Are you on social media or anything like that?
Yes.
You want to share?
Back on Long Island, for many years, I didn't advertise because I had my
had your following.
Clientele, yeah. But now I'm here in Florida, and in the Bible Belt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, this is there's probably a church every 4 square miles in this area,
Every block.
Yeah, pretty much. Like a Walgreens and a Checkers, and there's a church,
I wish there were as many Dunkin' Donuts as there were churches.
Thank you for the coffee, by the way. It is exactly how I take it. Just
My pleasure.
with cream. Yeah, it's delicious.
You guys are really fun.
Thank you. Oh, we're just getting started.
I did this once before, and it was just that's why I was so afraid to come.
Oh, no.
This is why the Bible Belt and astrology, spiritualism, and the whole is so anti-Christian, so to speak. All of the Christian astrologers or prophets were either astrologers or psychics or spiritualists.
That's what I said.
But the church doesn't. You know where the largest astrological library is?
No.
It's sealed in the Vatican in Rome.
Oh, that's right. I had a priest. I even had a priest come to me once.
The thing.
Many years ago.
Well, the thing that.
That's got to feel good when a priest comes up to you and asks for help, information, whatnot.
When I lost my thoughts.
It was when all the nonsense was going on in the church.
Yeah.
And he knew me as a parishioner taking my son. And one day my son opened his mouth when he was younger and said, "My mother's a psychic." And the priest said, "Well, tell her I want to see you." And I was like, "Oh, God."
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. When somebody says they're a psychic astrologer, that's when I know they're a fake.
Well, wait.
Because you're either one or the other. You aren't
Where
both.
do they think that you get your gift if you're for real? I get it from up there.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I get people saying, I have clients coming to me, and I tell them the answers, they may not be the answers that they want.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Now it's time to talk to the man upstairs.
Yeah.
Because I can only tell you what I get.
Yeah, right.
Have you ever had anybody ask you to perform like an exorcism or anything weird like that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Have you ever done anything like
No.
that? No. All right.
No.
That's for the priest.
Yeah,
there are certain things as a professional psychic you do. And there are some things that a professional psychic doesn't do. Like if somebody asked me to come and sage their house because there was negativity in it,
Sure.
I do that.
Okay.
I absolutely do that.
Yeah.
But if somebody wanted, you hear certain things, if they call me and they say things that I don't want to hear, I tell them, you've got the wrong person.
It's simple as that.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
You've got the wrong person. I don't do anything like that.
My next door neighbor of 11 years, Kenny, back in the day, he got married on Halloween. He had a big ceremony at his house. And they had a spiritualist, I forget what exactly her label was. It was a long time ago, and I only met her that one night. But she was doing things like saging the house, and because Kenny requested that, his wife requested that they rid the house of any negativity that had to do with his ex-wife as he was getting remarried, And I was trying to be funny, back then, and I asked her if she would do that to my Jeep because it was acting up all the time. And she didn't think it was funny at all. Apparently nobody in the studio thinks that was funny either.
Now, if you asked me to do that, I'd say yes.
Yeah. Well,
I would, saging is not something that's bad.
No. I'm a little nervous, Dee. I got to be honest with you.
Why?
Because since we've started this first hour, it's been lightning like crazy out there, and I got my back to this window. There's nonstop lightning right behind me, man. It's freaking me out.
Only the guilty is concerned about certain things.
I don't know about that, Pops. I mean, you could be perfectly innocent and see a train coming at you and get nervous. That doesn't mean you're guilty of. I mean, I guess I could see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're throwing down, Pops.
You probably could see a train coming at you
and not care, not be scared, or what?
Yeah,
I would crap my pants.
With your ego, you figure, hell, you'll stop the damn train with your thick skull.
What ego? Why are you picking on me tonight?
I'm going to pick on you every night.
All right, you know what?
Till you fire me.
Lori's saying the same thing. All right, Pops, I made this for you. Without further ado, you guys remember...
This will probably do it.
Do you remember that... this is so terrible, but... You remember that old song, Whoop, There It Is? Remember that?
Yeah.
You guys remember that song? No, you don't remember that?
No. Whoop, there it is.
It was
upside
like
down, inside out. But
Oh, yes,
what it's all about. Taking them back to the old school. I'm an old fool. So cool.
Okay.
You
Here
want
we
to
go.
get down?
Ready?
Let me show you the way. Boom. There it is.
Here we go. Party people. Yeah. Slightly embarrassed. Kevin Holly Show music in full effect. Yeah, that's me, Kevin Holly, the brain supreme, and my man Jaybird Rowland.
What's going
We're
on
kicking
in
the flow. We're kicking the flow, and it goes a little something like this. Kevin Holly Show back again. Check it to wreck it. Let's begin. Party on, party people. Let me hear some noise. Kevin Holly's in the house. Jump the joys, cause the party over here, the party over there. With your hands in the air, shake your derriere. There's 3 words when you're getting busy. Boom, there it is. Pops, there he is. Pops, there he is. Pops,
Okay,
there
it's full
he is.
52. It's
Pops,
the
there he
McCoy.
is.
Around
Pops,
the
there he
15th to the
is.
23rd.
Pops, there he is. That's all it is. I just, I wanted to play that during the intro, but I was late getting it started. I wanted to introduce Pops with going, Pops, there he is.
I don't think you liked it. Did you like it, Pops?
2018.
Hey,
You don't even like your name, and he didn't even call you gay. He didn't call you nothing.
2018.
Didn't call you old, stupid, nothing. Didn't talk about any family members. All he
I
said.
can't even understand what he's saying.
it was just Pops, there he is. That's all it was.
Usually it's
Over and over.
There he is.
See, I don't dig that economics you're talking.
You mean
Ebonics?
Ebonics?
He wasn't even speaking Ebonics. He was just singing a parody song, man.
That's
You need to
all right.
lighten up on that stuff.
Well,
All right,
Pops,
so
that's why I did that. It's to try to, break the ice with Pops a little bit, because he gets so mad at my parody songs.
I heard Blanco Loco.
D.
You want to hear Blanco Loco?
No,
again? Oh,
I heard it
okay.
last weekend. You played it again.
D. One of the things
Oh, it's a
we
replay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
You told me you were going to cancel all that shit.
But yeah, from then on, there's gonna every once in a while it'll be in a replay.
Yeah,
I can't
wow.
control that, So,
D,
couple
one of the
more
things
of them.
that we'd like to do around here, and it really upsets Pops, is that we like to make parody songs and stuff. And a couple of songs is referred to me as being, like into guys. And I'm totally comfortable with my sexuality.
He doesn't have
Could
any.
you tell me?
asexual.
So, could you tell me? I mean, like, my dad gets upset because Kevin makes songs about me being,
Gay.
into guys, gay. From your psychic sense, do I come off as being gay?
No.
Not at all. Not
All
even-
right. So, Pops, why are you so upset with this?
Because he knows it hurts me when I listen to it, and he laughs and he keeps playing it. He has no heart. The bastard is ruthless. I shouldn't call him a bastard. That's probably the only thing about him. His parents were married when he was born.
I have great parental units, Pops. They're fantastic parents.
Yeah, I know.
Pops,
I know.
where was your attitude that you have right now when you gave me this gift that says "World's Best Father"? That was given to you from your daughter, and then you passed it on to me. I thought we were cool, man. I thought you loved me, man.
Well, I thought you'd never play any more of them songs, and next fucking week I get one. Screw you.
I actually made you two, Pops.
You're still playing them.
That was nothing to do with Jay being queer, gay, or whatever you want to call him.
Blanco Loco?
All right, I have to explain this just so you understand. That was from episode 80 something from like 2 months ago, and
More than that.
Yeah, and
Yeah, March.
I had to play a replay
March.
for our live feed last week because our system was down, so we took the week off. Remember? And I just happened to pick that episode that had that parody song in it, and it was only 3 minutes. That's all. It's over. Sorry you had to hear that again.
All right. So, let's get back to our guest here.
Yes, thank you, Jay. Doing your
Sorry.
job, bringing it back.
We're
Let's
we segue all the time. We get lost in our own thoughts.
Well, you ride scooters?
Huh?
You ride a little... Oh, we segue. My bad.
Segue.
Yeah,
we
sorry.
get lost in our own thoughts.
I didn't know straight people rode segways.
Hey, any of the new people want to give their opinion on what the opposite of love is in the chat room?
Yeah, actually, we've got Seth Gecko in the chat room. That's a picture of him up on the wall, right underneath that light, the MMA fighter up there. And he's been on hiatus from our show for like a long time, and then poof, there he is in the chat room tonight.
Well, get his opinion
All
on it.
right, Seth, if you're listening out there, what is the opposite of hate? And we'll record it when you
what
type
is
it
the
in.
opposite of love?
Sorry, the opposite of love. I'm full of hate now because Pop's picked on me.
So, D, I
Fish
just
it out,
want
but he can't take it.
Dee, I just want to ask, is it something like, I don't want to put you on the spot. I don't know if this is like the right environment for you, but would you want to do a reading? I mean, are you able to like answer questions if I ask you stuff about Kevin? Or, I know it's a lot of like...
You really want to do that on the air, Kevin?
I'd be up for that as long as, I mean, it sucks that my fiance is in the studio with us, but just...
Be careful what you ask.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for, right? Be careful. I'm just...
He didn't ask, I did, so...
Yeah. Kevin, Holly would love to hear it now.
Yeah, Holly, would you like to hear it? You mean Lori B?
Imagine if her name was Holly. It'd be the and they got when you guys get married, it'd be the Holly.
You know,
Holly.
You know, when I think of two fantastic women, I get those two, and I get them mixed up.
I hear you.
I've called Holly.
Holly's awesome.
I've called Lori. Lori. I've called Holly Lori more than once. But anyhow, would you like to ask you the question, not Jay? Lori?
No, I'm really interested in
She wants to hear what Jay has to ask. All right, I'm cool with whatever. Anything you guys want to do, I can take it. I'm fine with it. And just for the record, Pops, Seth Gecko says the opposite of love is his feelings towards Big Hoss, whatever that means.
A lot of sexual tension going on there.
There
I
is,
guess.
man. A lot of weird stuff.
Or
going
is
on.
what? Big what?
Big Hoss. That's another gentleman in the chat room, if you want to call him that.
Oh, what's his?
He said hate was the opposite earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any other new ones there that might want to?
All right, so let's get through this. Let's
do it. For the
wait. One thing, we've got a guy here that hasn't said a word. John, you want to say something?
If you do, you're gonna have to come over to that microphone so we can all hear you.
Hey, I'll tell you. I'll ask you a question. What's the difference between dark and hard?
dark and hard.
Everybody should know the difference between dark and hard. John, come on.
Dark and hard?
Yeah, I'm asking John.
What's the difference between dark and hard?
Basically, really the same because, like, in the morning when I get up.
Holly, he wasn't asking you.
And it's hard.
You know, John? Kevin knows that, I bet.
Good.
You want to take a guess, John?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think
Holly, you want to answer it?
Are you talking to me or Lori? 'Cause my last name's Holly.
Which Holly? Lori Holly? Or
Lori.
Holly, Kevin
John
Holly?
is just so
Lori, you want to answer it?
I can't think of anything.
What is the difference between dark and hard, Lori? It's all the same to you, apparently.
You get knocked out when you hit something hard and it's dark, you can't see.
You get knocked out when you hit something hard and it's dark and you can't see.
Oh, well, okay. No, that wasn't the answer, but Kevin can give it out. What's the difference between dark and hard?
I forgot this punchline to this joke, man. I suck. I don't remember.
Jay, you tell him what it is.
Okay, it stays dark all night long.
Well, there you go, Pops.
Okay.
All right, so are we going to do this? I
Okay,
wasn't...
now, John, I'm sorry. I just wanted to let you know that we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks for being here, John. I'm sorry that you had to put up with Pops' vulgar humor.
Okay, go ahead now, if you remember where you were.
All right, we were going to go back to doing a little bit of reading about Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you sensed anything about him? You've been checking him out?
I got to tell you that I really think you two belong together.
Who, me and him?
No.
I knew it. I told you guys. I told you.
Think what now?
I've been thinking the same thing, Dee.
No, seriously. I can
Okay.
feel sometimes you don't like to answer the question, but
Oh, me and her?
yeah.
Me and her.
No.
Oh.
You're just he's a sexual
All right.
deviant, this guy. He'll be with anybody.
These are really funny, these guys. They really are. But seriously, if anybody out there wants a serious question answered, you can write it.
Sorry.
Is that how they do it in the chat room?
Huh?
Chat room?
Yeah, we got a chat room.
You could ask me a question. I'm all ears.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody in the chat room have a question
Oh,
for
Glick,
Dee?
Hoss, anybody, Gecko?
Anybody
And
that...
I'll tell you something else what you can do if you're out there and you really want and you really want to ask a question, if you've got a regular deck of cards in the house, pull out 7 cards and put them in the chat room and tell me what they are.
All right.
And also, if you want to call the show before this lightning, like right here. Holy cow!
That was a serious lightning bolt.
You guys can probably hear it through the microphones. The hotline tonight, 727-237-6010 if you want to call the show. Also, you can hit us up on Twitter. That's at Kevin Holly Show 4.
Are you guys changing? Are you going to change houses?
I would love to.
Change houses?
I'm telling you, October 18th seems to be a really big month for you, too.
October
18th, did you say? That's his birthday.
October 2018.
Oh, October 2018. She did say October 18th,
yeah,
which is Pops' birthday, October 18th,
really?
yeah, which is kind of ironic, yeah.
I guess maybe that's what I was counting then.
And the lightning gets closer and closer as we get deeper and deeper here. It's getting a little weird in here. No, seriously though.
Probably there's somebody telling you that you ought to concentrate on me because there's all kind of shit out there on me.
Well, see, I don't really know what goes to who here.
Yeah.
But I've got a giant initial C, and I don't know who it belongs to.
A giant initial C.
Is it Calvin? Not Kevin. You're Kevin.
Yeah.
Calvin. Something with a C, heavy CK sound.
My daughter's name is Carmen.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Pop's middle name's Clarence.
I have these things on, and it's very difficult because I'm not sure what I'm hearing.
Could it be?
What they're
Could
telling
it be?
me.
Could it be Camden? Does that ring a bell?
That's close enough.
You're sitting in Camden's chair and using Camden's microphone right now, and he just moved to New Orleans last week.
It was it was a hard CK sound.
Glick is thinking about grabbing the 7 cards and telling us what they are. So, Glick, I think you should do that, dude. And he thinks that you're thinking of him. His first name is Chris. Of course you think that, Glick. Of course you do.
Chris.
I cannot believe the lightning storm we're having right now. This is crazy. I hope we don't lose power in the dump tower. Do we even have flashlights in here?
Hell no.
I got a flashlight app on my cell phone.
We don't have an elevator then, or nothing.
That's true. We'd have to carry Pops down the stairwell.
That wouldn't be pretty.
We need a first floor studio, dude. I need you to get on that. Get the legal team on that, if you could. Thanks.
Legal team.
Do you ever have like relatives of people come through or something like that?
Yes.
Do you ever have them?
Lori, come to a microphone.
Come here, Lord.
Where you never really met the person yet, but yet there's one that's bothering you a lot.
All right, so Lori, you're asking Dee, and again, everybody, if you're just tuning in, we are talking with Dee, who is a local psychic from New York who is transplanted to Newport Richey here and is sitting live in studio with us. And we're just kind of tossing around questions and sharing stories and talking, and it's pretty cool to have and I've never been in the presence of a live psychic before in my life. So again, if you're in the chat room on Spreaker, send us a question, call on the show, 727-237-6010. Lori, nobody heard you ask that question. Now that you're on the microphone, could you please ask it again?
Okay. I get nervous. But,
how do you think I feel?
My question was, you have like loved ones that have passed away come through to people and stuff, or come through to you all the time.
Is that a spider?
Yes. But do they ever? Have you ever had these people that have passed on like bother you prior to the person coming to you? Like somebody keeps telling you something, and then when you see that person, you're like, okay, you're the one.
Yes. Now, I'm going to tell you all something, and to prove this, I'm going to have my girlfriend come with me next week. I have been going around asking everyone for the last 2 weeks who Kevin was.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm dead serious.
No, wait, you've been asking...
My girlfriend called me from New York. This is about 2 weeks ago. I said to her, Regina, who's Kevin? She said, I don't know, why? I said, I don't know, but I'm being bothered by the name Kevin.
A lot of people.
I went to lunch today, and I said to the girls,
Probably wanted to give you a big warning.
Kevin. And she goes, no. And then I realized it was you that called me.
Yeah.
He's been bothering me. The name's been bothering me for weeks.
How weird.
What did she say about it?
I just felt so strong, the name Kevin. And like she said, sometimes even, when the people are alive, you don't understand until you meet them. I had a woman come. It was in Connecticut, by the way. Her husband, this was a couple years ago, her husband had passed away. And she was very, very upset. And she walked in, and she was crying and crying. And like I said, you never know when it's going to come. And I said to her, I have a man standing, somebody standing, it's a male. And he's telling me to tell you that he's here. And that the only way you're going to believe that it's him is that I should tell you, ask you about the scar on his groin. Well, she went berserk. And, it's very, I don't know when it's going to come. But when it does, it seems to mean something to someone.
Yeah. Well, it was your grandmother that introduced you to the beginning, right?
Yes, and she was my grandmother that introduced me to it all.
Yeah.
My mother and her didn't get along.
Yeah, sure.
My mother and her just didn't get along. And she's been with me through the years.
Yeah.
And my mom's mom, I feel her a lot.
That's awesome.
Do you?
That's awesome.
Do you have any one not related to you that comes and helps you out a lot of times?
My girlfriend that passed 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She's there. She does.
Yeah.
Every time I get myself into a frenzy, I hear her.
You're a spiritualist more than you are a psychic, really. I think, right?
But I don't.
You got psychic abilities, and with the benefits of help from above.
It's
time.
very difficult because I didn't want it, and for a long time I pushed it away.
Yeah.
And when I became 60, it came back and it
Yeah.
wouldn't let me go.
Yeah.
And it's scary. I mean, even after all these years doing this.
Yeah. Well, this was back in '79 that this spiritualist church existed, and there were a big crowd on every Sunday morning. So there's probably a bunch of spiritualists down here. But that's 40 years ago almost, So I don't know, but anyhow, I had a experience in a spiritualist church when I was 9 years old. My grandmother passed away when I was 8, and I was in this room with my mother and a couple of other people, and I have she laid it. I have the initials J.N., which Jim Null is my name. She says, and your Gram has a message for you. Well, my Gram was my grandmother, and she had died a year before, and she had really been my buddy, 'cause I was living with my mother and my aunt and two twin sisters, and she was the woman that stood up for me all the time. But she said she's got a message that I should give you, that just keep doing what you're doing and everything's going to be fine. And, and so I know that spiritualism is real. I mean, I felt like that since the age of 9, and then I had this several experiences at that church, but and it's related to psychic, being psychic. I'm sure, it's just.
What month were you born in?
What?
What month were you born in?
October.
You're a Libra?
Yes. October 18th.
Oh, that's right. We just said that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dee, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys again, but in the chat room here, we have a couple of questions, and Glick is getting his cards ready. How do I scroll back up to that? Hold on a second. Well, I remember what he said. He basically said, oh, jeez, I don't want to murder it here. Hold on a second.
You will.
I don't know how to do it. There we go. He asked, he says, okay, Glick is our chat room moderator. He says, I'm sensitive to paranormal. Is that similar to being psychic? Or is that more of being fine-tuned to his sixth sense?
More being fine to your sixth sense, but if you're tuned to your sixth sense, you can develop it.
Okay, so Glick, there's potential for you, buddy.
No, there's not.
No, there's not.
There's potential for everybody if they want to work hard enough and develop it. We've all got psychic ability. Just how hard you want to work,
Hey, Pops.
pay the price to get
Concentration.
Pops, do you think I have any potential in any way, shape, or form? For anything?
You have potential, but it's deep inside. It's going to be a long time before you can clutter through all the
I don't know.
haze that you
Pops told me
created.
that, Kevin, you're either going to end up a millionaire or in prison. So
Awesome.
I don't know which one.
Yeah, 50-50 chance.
I don't know, Pops. Do you think Lori has it? Because I think Lori can develop it.
Yeah, I'm sure she can.
Oh, don't you mean Holly?
Sure.
Is
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. I'm just
He
messing.
always calls me like Holly. Or
Oh,
She's calling you Lori.
It is Lori, right?
This is Lori. This is Lori. Lori has
who's on
everything.
first?
She can do anything she wants to do.
That's right.
Lori
Well,
has dreams. You have dreams.
almost everything.
Yeah, some of them I really enjoy too. It's like they're off the wall, but there are a lot of people at times, and
Am I in any of them?
not yet.
Not yet. What the hell is that?
She calls those.
I never know.
She calls those nightmares.
And actually, a lot of times when I'm awake, I'm working, and all of a sudden, I'll just. Perfect example. I'm thinking of somebody, and then all of a sudden I'll get a text from them, and it's like, whoa.
But that's how it starts, and I think I feel she has the potential to be there.
Yeah.
So then you better watch out, because then you won't be able to get away with anything.
I already can't. I don't have anything to get away with anyway, though. But, this might not be the best time to ask, but Big Hoss in the chat room has a very serious question for Lori B. He says, will you make me a sandwich? Hey, Lori's laughing. All right, cool. Thanks
Dee,
a lot, Hoss.
would you agree? Would you agree with the statement? We all have psychic abilities, and our mind is a fantastic thing, and we can all develop our psychic abilities, some to a much heavier degree than others.
Absolutely.
Now, the spiritual thing, that we can't, our mind can't help us with that. That comes from above. And when we've got that, I mean, it helps us really develop our psychic ability.
Oh, yes.
So, can you see, like, auroras around people?
No, that I don't do.
No?
It's hard to see that. And, I'm not kind of interested in that. To see the colors. And sometimes, I shouldn't say that, because sometimes when somebody says something to me, like, I don't do it, but then it happens. And when you said that, I saw gold around you. And I don't see auras.
It's too easy to be inaccurate, and then you lose all your credibility. In other words, do you see a word? Sometimes you see the word, then you bring it out.
Right.
But if you say, I'm thinking of a word, how many words are out there that you could be thinking of?
Right.
What's the chance? I mean, you may be thinking, I'm thinking of 10 words, and she gets all 10 of them, but you want one. How can she pick out which one,
But when she said that, then I saw gold. But usually I don't see auras per se.
Yeah. I mean.
All right, so I've got Glick's cards in the, in the chat room here. Are you ready, Dee?
I'm ready.
Okay, Glick has a 6 of clubs, 2 of spades.
Slow. 6 of clubs, 2 of spades?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You have an indecision about the work you're doing. You're successful in it, but you're successful at it, you're good at it, but the indecision there is telling me that you're not sure. You're not sure of what it is you want to go ahead with. What else you have?
He's also got a Jack of Hearts and an Ace of Spades.
Okay, so you're going to get some sort of invitation to a big building. Those cards together, are you going to a meeting? Are you going to a job offer? Are you meeting with people to discuss a plan? What else is there?
Okay, let's see here. He's also got, and speaking of big building, he does have an invitation to come to the Dump Tower. He's in South Carolina, though. All right, we've also got 9 of hearts and a 4 of clubs and a 7 of clubs.
9 of
hearts, 4 of clubs, 7 of clubs.
There's a meeting of 4 men. You're getting your wish. There's some kind of business deal or that you've had or you're having that's going to work out for you. You've got the 9 of hearts there.
See, I was thinking that he was going to have 4 more children.
He's already got 4 or 5 or something.
Is there anything else there?
That's all of them. That's all the cards he's got, yeah.
I think next week, I want everybody out there to understand that. I was a little leery about coming. I'm extremely comfortable, and next week, if I'm invited back, I will bring my cards, and we'll really have fun.
That would be awesome. That would be totally awesome. Well, I think we should probably take our break. We're bleeding into the second hour now, which is totally awesome. I love going late because sometimes it seems like we take our break too early because the second hour is always just silliness, you know. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and take our first break. We can all use the facilities. And
Is Dee coming back?
That's up to her. We'll talk about it during the break.
If not, let's tell everybody where to get
Oh, yeah, definitely. Look up...
Well, I asked them, so I better stay for at least another half an hour.
Cool.
Because I asked them to.
That's true.
And then to tell them I'm not here.
Okay.
All right. So cool. We'll be right back after these words. Oh, hey, Jaybird, by the way, we got a brand new sponsor.
Do it.
Yeah, and I'll play that after the second hour. It's in the second break, so I'll tease that. I'm going to tease that right now, dude. I'll be right back, guys. More of the Kevin Holly Show.
You are listening to my best friend, Jay Bird and Pops, on the Kevin Holly Show. The only reason I even tune in the first place. So tune in to listen to Jay Bird and Pops.
Hey, Beavis. Yeah. Yeah. What do you want? I was like listening to a show today. Yeah. Yeah. It was like called the Kevin Holly Show. It was like pretty cool and stuff. They were talking about naked chicks and things. Alright. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That is pretty cool. Hey, Beavis, you should listen. What do you listen to it on? You listen to it on the radio, dumbass. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Get it on the radio. Radio. Shut up, dillweed. Listen to the Kevin Holly show and just shut up. All right?
She called me late last night, say she loved me so. Didn't matter anymore. I say she never cared and that she never will. Do it all again, I guess I'll have to wait until then. If I get drunk, well, I'll pass out on the floor now, baby. You won't bother me no more. And I'm drinking, well, you know that you're my friend, and I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer. She called me late last night, say she loved me so. But I guess she changed her mind. Well, I should have known it wouldn't be alright. But I can't live without her, so I won't even try. If I get drunk, well, I'll pass out on the floor now, baby. You won't bother me no more. If you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend, and I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer. Maybe someday I'll think of what you say. Maybe next time I'll remember what you do. She looks like heaven. Maybe this is hell. She said she'd do it all again. She promised not to tell. If I get drunk, well, I'll pass out on the floor now, baby. You won't bother me no more. She said, it's okay, boy, 'cause you know we'll be good friends, and I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer. I think I'll have myself a
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show, the Kevin Holly Show, the Kevin Holly Show.
Hey, yo, this is the original Guido, Skinny Vinny, wrestling manager at ACW, and you're listening to the Kevin Hawley Show. Why? Because your mother told you not to. Turn the frickin' volume up, you monkey.
Soon I discovered that this rock thing was true. Jesus was the devil. All of a sudden, I found myself in love with the world. So there was only one thing that I could do, was ding-a-ding-dang, my dang-along-ling-long.
All right, welcome back to the Kevin Hawley Show, everybody. If you're listening to us on Spreaker.com, join us in the chat room. And we have Psychic Dee live in the studio, if you're just tuning into the second hour here. And we've been just kind of tossing around questions and sharing stories with her. A real live professional psychic, and have a lot of fun. Also, the hotline, if you want to call in with any questions, 727-237-6010. You can also hit us up on Facebook, or on Facebook as well, but also on Twitter at Kevin Hawley Show 4. Don't forget about our new website, kevinhollyshow.com. There's no the, just kevinhollyshow.com. But yeah, apparently Chris Glick, our chat room moderator, he just pulled out 7 random cards from a deck of cards, and Miss D here was able to kind of read them a little bit, and apparently he's going to have a meeting in a large building with a handful of men.
4 people.
4 people. And I just want to pick on Glick. I'm thinking that's meeting spelled MEATING, and it's going to be a bathhouse. Dee is half smiling right now.
Did you say that he had 4 children?
He does. He's got four children. I like to say he's got 9 children because it seems like he's got so many of them. Yeah, he does. He's got 4 small children, and they're beautiful. I've met his family. He's got a beautiful young wife. They're in their, early 30s, I think, something like that. Very, very nice family. They're really cool
Did you
people.
hear anything back from him? Something about a business or his job? A promotion?
Yeah,
something
Glick, what's
coming
going on, man? What, you got anything coming down the pike that has anything to do with the reading? Seth Gecko says he's the 4th child.
The 6 of Wands tells me that he's going to do pretty good.
He's got 3 kids, that's right. I don't know who the 4th one is, and I'm thinking.
The 4th one's on the way.
His oldest daughter is 13.
That's right, Pops. And he's got a sister who is transgender, and she shares the same birthday as you. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How cool is that?
She's younger than
See,
I
what's
am.
bad about it is I don't like people to tell me anything. And when I'm on the air or when I visit on the air, then I hear things that I don't want to hear. Luckily, my memory is not so good, so.
Well, a lot of
I
people.
had that same problem.
A lot of the people that listen to the Kevin Holly Show don't really like what they hear either.
Yeah, that's another thing, Dee. If you're thinking about coming on permanent, we get kind of raunchy in here. Can you handle that?
Yeah.
Well, Pops, do you want to?
I've got a 38-year-old son
There you
who
go.
does this sort of show, so I'm used to it.
Oh, okay.
Pops, do you want to ask her your riddle that you ask all of our lovely lady guests?
Oh, jeez.
You want to test her, if
I
she
hear
can
this
handle it? I think you've heard this, Lori. Of course you have.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to do it. All right.
What is it that gives me the most fantastic feelings of satisfaction after and during helping my female partner achieve a great one?
Chocolate.
One word.
Chocolate.
She said chocolate.
Chuck it. No, you lost.
Lori B, do you have an answer?
No.
What do you mean no? You know it, but you don't want to say it?
No, I don't. I plead the 5th. I don't know.
Well, you know why 5 out of 10 women don't know the answer?
Why?
Chocolate sounds good to me.
Because three out of 10 men don't know the answer. It's an orgasm, ladies. An orgasm.
Pops, you don't have to yell.
But I was looking for a different word. That's like a normal word.
He just likes to get our female guests to say the orgasm word. Then he laughs and grins, and he's got that.
There have been several of them that have.
That's an obvious word. That's why I didn't go for that one.
Okay, hey, is there any new people in the chat room that want to explain the opposite of love?
Did you say
we'll get into that?
Nude people?
New people
Oh, I
that
thought you
haven't
said
been here
Is it fear?
earlier. What?
Is it fear? Fear. No.
Well, Pops, why don't you spill the beans? Tell us
I
what
was
is the
actually
answer.
Googling it.
What is the difference?
Most of you all said hate.
Yes, the opposite of love. Most people said hate.
Haven't you heard that there's a thin line between love and hate? You can love a person 1 minute and hate them the next, and then 2 minutes later you love them again.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Opposite of
I see
love
him go through that all
is
the time.
not hate. The opposite of love is indifference.
I saw that too on there.
Well, Pops,
I
according to
was
Siri,
Googling, I'm like,
you're correct. I asked Siri what the opposite of love was, and she said indifference right here. The opposite of love is not hate, but indifference.
that's what Google said. Wow.
So we
the
have
prodigal father.
one listener. Congratulations, Siri. Send her some of that Mickey Mouse stuff you do.
I'm going to send Siri some Mickey Mouse stuff. Swag pack.
Hey, does it make sense that the opposite of love? I mean, see, the problem is, now we want to get into spirituality, but you guys, anything spiritual, you guys frown and get nervous.
No, not here.
Okay. I want to get in spiritual with you.
Oh, okay.
Tonight's your night, man. I'm figuring you probably won't want me back again.
Of course I would want you
Hey,
back again.
what did Jesus Christ say was the greatest of all commandments?
The greatest of all commandments?
Yeah. What's the greatest commandment of all?
Thou shalt not court thy neighbor's wife?
That would be your mother. That would be gross.
That's true. My mom does live next door to me.
That's 2 commandments.
Yeah, well, I asked you one of those questions, and you flunked that one too.
Shit, I suck.
About your mother. But anyhow.
What about my mother?
I don't get against wives, girlfriends, mothers, or sons, or daughters.
I know that just it eliminated like half my ideas for parody songs right there.
Yeah. Now. Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Pops. We're just.
You want to know what he said? The greatest commandment of all was?
Yeah, please tell.
Love God with all your heart, mind, strength, and soul, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. There's no commandment greater than these. Now, what does that mean to you?
What does that mean to me?
Yeah. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What does it mean to you? It means you need to study to me, to you, and me too.
What?
But what does it mean to you?
Well, I have no idea what we're talking about now. I think it means that well, if I love my neighbor as much as I love myself, then my neighbor's going to have one hell of an ego, Pops. What? How come nobody laughs at my jokes anymore, man?
That's not a joke. That's a matter of fact. Everybody knows your ego is so big it's killing you. Weighting you down and you're drowning in the blubber of it.
Dee, would it be okay if I took a little video of us while we're doing this?
Sure.
Is that cool? All right, thank you. Awesome.
Do I have to wear these?
You want to continue this, or you want to change your channel completely and get back on the opposite of love?
I would like to continue this discussion. I would like Dee's opinion on it as well.
Who's?
Dee, the guest that we have live in the studio.
On love?
On the
greatest commandment.
The greatest commandment of all.
There's a message I wanted to give to you. I don't think it's fair to bring Dee into this because Dee's the type of person that can't give an answer to that without thinking about it. You are a guy that can, and that's why I thought maybe you would. But you're when the spirituality is involved, you shy away from that like it was red hot iron.
Red hot iron.
Yeah. Well, the thing a lot of people think about it where they back away from it, I believe. Now this is just an opinion, and that's worth what you may take it for, but love God with all your heart, mind, strength, and soul. Well, that comes down if you're serious about it and you wanna get spiritual. That's a real serious thing to consider. Love this unknown quantity with all your heart, mind, strength, and soul. And most people lose it right there, and they don't go any further. And they say, "There ain't no way I'm gonna love this unknown quality, blah, blah, blah," all the different churches. God, when you say God, there's 50, 20, 10,000 religions, 1,000 gods, and, anyhow. But what you do is if you take it from the back, it says after love God, then love your neighbor, and then as you love yourself. Now, as you love yourself, if you love yourself, that's where you should start. You should learn to love yourself.
I love
and
myself.
Get off of your ego trip and your insecurity and really love yourself. Then you could consider trying to love your neighbor or another human being as you love yourself, and your life would be great, and then maybe you'd come to find out who God is and what love really is.
Amen, brother.
Why are you yelling and pointing at me, Pops? I'm going to cry.
You need to. You need to get down on your knees and pray. See?
Are you one of those people that don't believe?
No, I wouldn't say I don't believe. I mean...
He doesn't believe anything, except that he is Kevin Holly. Now he's a podcaster. No, he's more than a podcaster now.
I do hear him say, because I'm Kevin Holly.
I don't never say that.
I've heard you say
that. What does he say?
Because I'm Kevin Holly.
Yeah. He can do no wrong.
But you're right, Pops. You have to love yourself
What?
in order to love someone else.
What's that?
You're right. You have to learn to love
Hey,
yourself
I see.
in order to love someone else.
I see people every day trying to court guys, trying to court a woman trying to catch a guy. They're so insecure that they don't love themselves. How in the hell are they going to love that other person? You know, people go into marriage. And they don't even like each other really, let alone love. I think the requisite to, before you get married is you got to like somebody for a while.
I like you, John.
If you like them long enough, you grow to really love them. But you got to love yourself before you can consider loving anybody.
That's right.
All right, so Kevin, your homework this week is to go home and love yourself.
I could go home and love myself. What about Lori B? Could Lori love me
As long as I get videos.
as much as I love myself?
I mean, no.
Well, Lori is a hell of a lot more secure in herself than she. I can see it. It would be a lot easier for anybody to love Lori than it would be to love you. So consequently,
Whoa.
there are a lot of people that love Lori, and she knows what it is, and maybe it's easy. Maybe she does. She can say, "I do love myself."
I like Kevin.
I love Jay.
She's probably saying, now that I think about it, what the hell am I doing with Kevin?
Jesus Christ, man, really? Pops, you're killing me, man.
No, they work, Pops.
What?
They work. They have their own way. Both. They work. She can handle her.
She's not.
Well.
I'm good at tuning out.
Yeah, but he's not as
Well, he's got two.
easygoing.
He's got two big assets. Two big assets, and that's the biggest attraction for Holly. Much more than him.
Lori.
Huh?
Who is this Holly girl? I want to meet her.
He wants to call me Holly all the time.
But there's an actress, Lauren Holly.
Kevin has two attractions that Lori attracts her to him, and she can put up with him because of them. I think. I hope.
Worked so far.
Yeah,
What?
I think so.
I think it's working pretty good. I mean, if only Lori B would love herself as much as I love her.
Now, see, there you go. See, you go. Stick that ego up your ass and sit on it for a while.
How is that an ego trip?
If she loved herself as much as you do,
As much as I love her, not as much as I love myself.
You don't love yourself. So how can you?
Pops, I love myself twice a day, every day.
He loves himself in the shower a lot.
Masturbating is not love. You're satisfying a physical
Pops,
desire.
We have ladies present in the studio. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you guys. When you guys talk about sucking cock and everything like that, I'm just letting you know what you're going to be in for if you come around.
Are you allowed to say that on the air?
I don't think we are, dude. The FCC. Hold on, the FCC's on the line.
So?
Oh man, no, we can say whatever we want on this show. It's okay.
Well, there are some words that
They may knock us off of 2 or 3 places that we're on, but they'll take us back when
I
they
asked my
when
son
they,
if he was
when,
retarded
when they
one
want
day.
all of our
Are you
listening
retarded,
audience
Brian?
back.
And he said, Mom, you can't say that. I was like,
Yeah.
you're my son. I can ask you if you're retarded.
Pops, we do have certain words that we don't say. We don't like to get overly racist on the show in any respect. Mild racism, if it's funny, is okay. But, blatant hate speech is not acceptable on the show. And also, we don't, like Pop said, we don't ever talk about anybody's family. You know what I mean? Other than that, anything goes, really. I would have,
Don't say we when you say family. Say nobody but Kevin talks about somebody's family.
I guess. Anyway.
And Kevin's talked about everybody's family, their mother, their daughter, their dog.
I have not.
Yeah, well, it'll come up in a later episode.
You got...
this is where they get goofy.
It ain't funny when
They
you feel
lose
so.
track.
It ain't funny when you feel so hurt you want to cry, Kevin. It ain't at all funny.
Oh, come on!
I'm telling you the truth, man. You
maybe-
gotta learn. You gotta learn to love yourself, and you wouldn't do this to other people.
Parody, man.
No, I would. There's no way I'm playing another parody song right now. No way. Dee, what do you think about that? Do you think that I don't love myself based on the?
That's not fair. She doesn't know you.
Based on the short time
I
we've
mean,
had
if
together.
you wanted to look into the cards or something, get the cards out and give them to her.
All right, I guess that's. We only have one card in the studio, and that's the 9 of Hearts right there on the, on the wall.
That's the best one you could have picked.
That's right.
That is a card from Drake Spades, our magician friend. You see that, Drake? He's watching right now, I think. That's that 9 of Hearts. Dee, could you do me a favor? If you wouldn't mind, Dee, could you pull that card off the wall?
Sure.
Awesome. There you go. And go ahead and look at the back of it. Oh, there's nothing on it. I thought this was a card that had something on it. Hold on, I might have it in here. Hold on a second here. Oh, I had a card that Drake Spades. Nope. Don't have it. Never mind. I do have rubber gloves, though. Well, that's a whole other story. Yeah, that's for another show.
That's another thing. You get so deep in here at times you need rubber gloves to get out. Bring along a pair.
Wow. I can't believe the amount of finger pointing and yelling that Pops, just unleashed on me.
Revenge is sweet, man.
Yeah.
And I still...
All right, I do have one more parody song, Pops. Are you game?
No.
No.
I'll go out.
I'm not going to do it.
Oh, I'm game if you're not going to do it. I'm not game if you're going to do it.
Why are you such a namby-pamby about
All right, I'm not
What is it about?
It's just about you and your wheels, that's all. That's all it is.
Me and my wheels.
Yeah, your wheelchair. It's a parody about your wheelchair. That's all it is.
Play it.
No, because you're going to...
Yeah, no, you play it.
You're already not.
I insist you play it. You play it.
I'm not.
And you tell me what you think of it, Dee. Go ahead, play it.
No,
if it doesn't humiliate the shit out of me, he won't laugh. Go ahead.
I told him not a good idea.
Go ahead, play it.
No, I wasn't going to, but Jay kept telling me to do it.
I say do it.
There's no way I'm doing it.
Do it.
No, hell no. Last time this happened, we had this discussion. It was about a certain other person that was a listener on the show, and then I think I got death threats over it. So I'm not going to do it.
You did not.
I did not get death
Come on, do it or I'm done.
I'm deleting it.
No.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
All right.
Then you can delete it.
Can you feel the tension, Dee? All right.
She's there.
All right, Pops. Do you remember a rapper named Vanilla Ice from back in the day?
I remember hearing about him. I don't remember him.
Okay, well, there was Ice Baby. Yeah, remember that? Well, other rappers in the industry, and I'm not a big rapper guy or whatever, but they made fun of him, saying that he was like a weasel. That he wasn't a genuine rapper, that he sold out, that he was just a poser,
Okay.
So this other rap group called Third Base, which was a bunch of white guys, came up with a song called Pop Goes the Weasel. And it was like, Pop goes the weasel, goes pop. And they were talking about Vanilla Ice being a weasel. Mm-hmm. And I got the hook in my head.
Now you're making me a weasel.
No, I was not at all. But I was trying to figure out words that rhymed with pops to make a parody song that would be cheerful and funny, that had nothing to do with anybody's family or had a bunch of curse words or talked about Jay being a homosexual or anything like that. Uh-huh. And I thought it would be funny, so I thought Pops in the wheelchair kind of rhymed with Pops Goes the Weasel.
Good. I got 3 witnesses here, Lori, Dee, and John. Listen to this, and you guys let me know if you think it's funny, knowing that I'm listening to it and it's about me.
Well, why don't I play the original, just to
No,
10
just play
seconds.
what you wrote. I don't want to hear the original.
All right, here we go. Jay, it's your fault, man. Because you kept saying I wasn't going to play it. I wasn't even going to play it.
Play it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sounded like a penny for a spool of thread to me.
The wheelchair. I see the oxygen tank needs a refill. I got a podcast and a list of complainers. I should have started kick casters against Korean vet entertainers, so we can make it known that he won't get paid. He's almost 91, son, so he's counting change. Not getting paid to endorse sneakers. Her name is Pops. Pops goes in his wheelchair as panties drop. Pops goes the wheelchair, in the wheelchair goes Pops. That's it. That's all it is. Pops goes the wheelchair, in the wheelchair goes Pops. Yeah. Pops goes the wheelchair, in the wheelchair goes Pops. That's all it is. Pops. That's all it is, Pops. Pops goes the wheelchair, in the wheelchair goes Pops. I thought it was cool. Like, here comes Pops. And then I was going to play that other one in the intro. Whereas Pops, there he is. That's all it was.
It was cute.
That wasn't bad.
It was cute.
Right.
I could live with that.
Well, fuck yeah! All right. Woo!
Told ya.
Touchdown! Ha!
It was cute.
So are we good now, Pops?
Long ways.
Well, we're getting there, right? Come on, man.
Oh, you're a little bit aware of something. I don't know what.
Take some of the heat off you, man.
I'm trying. I'm just like chipping away at it, dude. You know, that's all. That's all. Lori B's telling me you shouldn't have made that, and Jay Bird's telling me you shouldn't play that, Kevin.
I said play it from the
It was cute. It wasn't bad, Pops.
No, I
thank you.
That's, you know.
Yeah, he kept it clean.
Yeah, I kept it clean. Thank you. All right, cool. So can I make more songs like that, Pops?
About me?
Yeah.
Not if you don't have to.
All right, that's cool. All right, Jesus, man, I feel like the weight has been lifted off me now. You know.
Well, learn to love yourself. You know. So you don't have to make fun of me.
I wasn't making fun of you. I was praising you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Pops, there he is. That's all. Shit, you should see the songs I wrote about Lori B.
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I didn't make any actually.
I'd talk her into getting the hell out of there.
It wouldn't take much talking, Pops. Yeah, you just pretty much just tell her once, and she'd probably be like, "All right, see ya." Why are you laughing at that? Well, how's that? What's funny?
You're reading her mind, you turkey.
Oh, a turkey.
You're becoming psychic.
Oh, Jesus.
We need her up here to influence you a little bit. Maybe
All
if
right.
you could see what you're doing, you'd straighten up a little bit.
Oh man. Maybe
He'll always be a child.
Whoa! All right, I think I'm going to end this little video thing here because I have nowhere to put it. I'm tired of messing with it. Oh, but so many people are watching it, though. Let's just keep it going. There we go. Boom.
But how come nobody out there has a question?
Yeah, how about some questions for Dee the Psychic
there
here?
was.
Wow, we've
You
been.
just weren't.
No, yeah, well, we haven't really been looking. Glick didn't really like that particular parody. Whatever, Glick. He wants us to play Glick It again. I'm not doing it. All right. So, does anybody in the studio here have any questions for Dee?
I mean, I'll ask the obvious. It might be kind of stupid, but
Well, don't do it then. Just kidding.
is the love of my life still out there, or what? Am I doomed to be single forever?
Why is it always got to be about love?
Is it just Kevin? I gotta wait for him to finally get gay for me and break up with Lori. I don't
He
think
really loves Kevin.
I don't think Pops would accept that, but
I think you got a lot of letting go in here. A lot of what I said to you outside. You got a lot of letting go to do. You gotta forgive yourself. I think there is somebody out there.
Well, you're going to have to love yourself first,
Well, what's the initial R?
clearly.
Is there an R around you?
a what?
An R.
An R?
Dark, long dark hair. The eyes are not dark. The eyes are light.
Is there an R out there for you?
It's a combination of my last two loves, maybe. I don't know.
Get on the mic. Bend down.
Threesome maybe? Combination?
What?
I don't know. Dark hair? I'm like, really, I'm not,
The eyes aren't light. I mean, the eyes are not dark. They're light.
eyes are light with dark hair.
Doesn't,
Did she dye it?
I don't think you know her yet.
Eyes of light.
Oh.
is it,
Her
DJ?
hair is- Kathy's eyes. She's got very light eyes.
Kathy, Trucker Kathy has
Although
very light eyes.
She dyes her hair a lot lighter.
Speaking to your microphone, Lori B.
She does have brown hair.
Really?
Yeah, but what's in his past?
His past?
No.
His pants?
What's in his past?
What's in his
What's
pants?
in my past?
You asked me a question. Is the love of my life still out there?
Yeah.
You've got a lot of healing to do.
Yeah, probably.
No, I'm not trying to be.
No, you're
I'm
right.
trying to, because I know that there's been things there. There's been someone who really hurt you.
Yeah.
It wasn't me in my parody songs, was it?
No, it was
Okay.
about 3 years ago.
No.
13 years ago? It's a 3.
Yeah, closer to that.
Was it when Dale Earnhardt died? He was number 3, and that was like that when you were big. You're a big redneck, right? Right? I mean,
See what I gotta put up with these?
you describe yourself as a redneck. What?
I'd say closer to 13 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was 2 though. Maybe about 8 years ago.
But the one, I'm getting a 3. So if it's not 3, it's 13. Because there's a lot of stuff going on. The last 10 to 13 years, you've had a lot of stuff going on now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and you weren't ready for any kind of real relationship. And I think that it's coming. I really do.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, he talks about it like every time I talk to him, you know. Kevin, what do you think? Is there somebody out there for me?
I believe there is.
Or is it just you? No, I believe so too. You know what's funny about Jay, D? Is that so many girls at the restaurant that we worked at together back in the day, they all love Jay. You know what I mean? He's like one of the most popular people with the ladies. He really is. The first time that Lori B met Jay, of all places, was at a bar, okay? And Jay was acting ridiculous. I mean, he was being super funny. He was dancing around and everything else. We left, and Lori says, I really love Jay. I love that guy. He's such a great guy, you know? And it seems like everywhere he goes, you know? So, I agree with you. I think it's just a matter of time before he stumbles upon... We thought it was going to be Trucker Kathy, Jay. You know? These guys flirted all the time.
But she's not for him.
She's not for you. Yeah, I think we pretty much established that already. Yeah, you're probably right about that one, D.
I don't get a good vibe with that. I don't get a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
either.
not saying she's not a good person. I'm just saying that it doesn't.
She slayed
doesn't
Kevin
gel.
on Facebook, so I automatically, it's bros before hoes. Sorry, girl.
Yeah, I hope she comes back and listens again.
I do too. I like Kathy. She was a good person.
You know,
Yes, but not for you.
not for you. I totally agree with that. I didn't, because they flirted all the time, so I thought for sure that there was some kind of connection there.
I don't believe he's met her yet, but I think it's coming.
Before we get off the subject of Trucker Kathy, I did make a parody song. It's not really a parody song. It's more of a where the hell is it?
Hopefully, it's an apology song.
It is exactly what it is. It's more of an apology song for her. I'm looking for it. I don't know where the hell it went. I'll find it here in a second, though.
Well, while you're looking, I'm going to challenge all you people who said hate was opposite of love, that you disagree with my idea of what's opposite of love is.
Okay.
Do you disagree?
Indifference? No, I didn't know any better, but now that it's been explained to me, I guess that's perfectly acceptable.
And Siri got it right in the chat room. So
yeah, Siri got it right in the chat.
and that chick named Google.
The Google girl, yeah. All right, check it out. This is for Trucker Kathy. Hopefully she's listening. And, I want to preempt this with anybody that picked on Trucker Kathy, that she worked with or whatever, based on the original parody that we trashed because it offended her. Stop it. That's ridiculous, okay? That's on that guy. If there's somebody at her job that's picking on her based on that parody song, that guy's a dick.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd invite him right now, him or her, and I'll whoop their ass right in front of Dump Towers live on Facebook.
Calm your tits, Jay, okay? Sorry.
Hopefully it's her because,
All right, here we go,
I'm
Jay.
in really good shape.
You guys remember Blind Melon? Everybody remembered the dancing bee girl in that video?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Say is Trucker Kathy isn't gay. She likes driving trucks across the country. And all I can do is make a brand new song for her. And then she'll have dinner at Ruby Tuesday. We ate at Ruby Tuesday, Ruby Tuesday. It's almost over, Jay. I played guitar on this track. And all I can say is Trucker Kathy isn't gay. Hopefully she'll listen again someday. Listen someday. Listen someday. Listen someday. Alright, that's pretty much all it is out there. We'll fade out there. So, I mean, Pops, that one was probably golden in your book, right?
What?
I said that was probably golden in your book, right?
Well, yeah, you're trying to make amends a little bit.
As far as I'm concerned, that righted the whole situation.
I thought the same thing after I laid down that track, Jay. Because that's what I do.
You know what thought did?
What's that?
You know what thought did?
Do I know what thought did?
You said you thought something.
What did thought do?
Thought he let a fart and shit in his pants.
All right. Well, listen, real quick. We're going to say goodbye to the listeners on the IRN, the Internet Radio Network, IRNbroadcast.com. Thank you for the 2 hours live on that station. We really appreciate it. Thank you to Lionel Nation listeners that stuck around to listen to our show.
Say something.
Dee, do we want to say anything to our IRN listeners before we check out of that feed?
Yes, I'll be back next week. So if anybody wants to ask a question, you can do so on the air. I'm going to bring my cards next week. Or if you want to call me and ask me if I have a question, you can do that too.
So they search for Dee The Psychic in Newport Richey, Florida. Find you on Facebook, find you on Yellow Pages?
Yes.
Perfect.
I am listed in Yellow Pages online, and I'm listed at Google.
Kick ass. Well, thank you, Dee, for joining us, and thank you, IRN listeners.
Thank you, guys.
It was a real pleasure to have you. It really was. You were super cool. I'm glad everybody was nice, and nobody had any really ridiculous questions, and I feel educated, and I feel like we've all gotten to know each other a little bit better. And I feel like I still have a little bit more chipping away to do with Pops, but I'm going to learn to love myself, Pops. And then maybe you can learn to love me as well.
Pops, how about you do a little love it on Kevin?
Good night.
Can you guys hug?
Good night.
Thank you, IRN.
I think you guys should do like a big hug.
Oh, and you can continue to listen to the Kevin
Live
Show
on Facebook.
Spreaker.com for the third hour. We're going to take a break right now.
Thank you, everybody.
Gonna be here next week?
Do they use you like this every week?
I probably will.
All right, we'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show.
It was fun. It's not that apple.
Hold on a second. That dead air. There we go. This podcast coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got a bag 'cause I'm not brown. And I'm the other color, so my co-hosts think they have the authority to talk for the majority. Fuck that shit, 'cause I ain't the one for a homeless motherfucker with a mic and some puns to be beaten on. He's really pale, he can go blow Joe in the middle of a sale. Fucking with me, 'cause I'm a broadcaster. With the co-host who's drunk and plastered. Jay's sitting in his car, listening to a podcast, thinking every wigger is busting a podcast. You never see me in the pen or Pop's Jim Nall walking Chuck's dogs. Beat a podcast out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the slaughter. Keep homeless Chuck away from your daughter. I don't know if Jay's a fag or what, patting Kevin down and showing his nuts. And on the other hand, homeless Chuck, he never gets none, not from a black or a white woman, 'cause he falls down on the street top. Homeless Chuck solicits sex from a black cop. Gabriel will swarm on any motherfucker with a gold microphone. Just because I'm from Newport Richey, punk podcasts are afraid of me. A young wigger on a warpath. And when I'm finished, it's gonna be my podcast with Pops, Homeless Chuck, and Jay. Yo, Jay, I got something to say. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Yeah, fuck this podcast. Fuck you, Camden. Fuck you, Jay. Fuck you, Homeless Chuck. What's up, Pops? Yeah. What's up, Pops? Yeah. Fuck this podcast.
I've got new sunglasses and I've got backstage passes for y'all. Growing fine asses, yeah, oh yeah. Sunshine, girlies and money. What it take to get me on the road? Soon gon' meet Mr. Soul. I want to feel what my brain it feel like. I grab my bottle and I start drinking wine. I thought pretty soon I would be feeling fine, but no, I couldn't get high. Oh no, and then I couldn't get high. Oh no, and then I don't know why. Yeah, love. I threw down the bottle and then I whipped out my pipe. Stuffed it full of goodies and then I gave that shit a light. I opened up, oh good Lord, I smoke and I choke. I smoking for so long until my heart was really broke because I couldn't get high. Oh no, and then I couldn't get high. Oh no, and then I try, yeah, no. I threw down the pipe, just as pissed as I could be. I gobbled down a mound of some LSD. I waited and I waited for my body to sleep. I waited, but not a fucking thing because I couldn't get high. Oh no, and then I couldn't get high. Oh no, Lord, I don't know why. Yeah. Santa.
Hi, this is Lisa London, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
گوش میدین به کوین هالی شو. شما دارین گوش میدین به کوین هالی شو. شما دارین گوش میدین به برنامه کوین هالی.
She's a murderer. Oh yes, I said, oh, she's a murderer. Oh yes, and no, yes, and no, I said now. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. She's a murderer. Oh yes, I said, oh, she's a murderer. But she won't let me for no clown. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. She's mine. She wanna ride me all around like a bicycle without the fun to make me frown. But I'm gonna take her down. Got me on the ground. She said she hates my actions, but she loves the way I sound. I wanna rub up on a friend, but I got too drunk and started thumping, fell back to the end. Now she won't let me in, busting a fight. Darling, darling, I'm doing you right. She's a murderer. Oh yes, I said, oh, she's a murderer. Oh yes, and no, yes, and I said now. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. She's a murderer. Oh yes, I said, oh, she's a murderer. But she won't let me for no clown. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. She's mine. I was born to strike a nerve with melodies and lyrics. That's the only thing I serve, and it's all I need. Smoking on the best prevents me from losing it from my head into my chest. Hey, and if I get kicked out the stone, did you rocky rock spin that beat and make it sound so fine? Ladies, how will you say, mine, 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 she's a murderer. Oh yes, I said, oh, she's a murderer. Oh yes, and no, yes, and I said now. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. She's a murderer. Oh yes, I said, oh, she's a murderer. But she won't let me for no clown. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. She's mine. I won't be jeopardized no more. I won't even try no more. I just won't sympathize no more. Yeah, you just wanna use me. Say loving and abuse me. Oh, how quickly I was to forget that. Whatever you said don't mean a thing. She's a murderer. Oh yes, I said, oh, she's a murderer. Oh yes, and no, yes, and I said now. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. She's a murderer. Oh yes, I said, oh, she's a murderer. But she won't play me for no clown. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. She's mine. She's mine. And she won't hurt me again. She's a murderer. She's a murderer. She won't hurt me no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. Ah, she's mine. Oh, she's mine. But she won't hurt me again. Oh, she's a murderer. She's a murderer. But she won't hurt me again. She's a murderer. A filthy murderer. But she won't hurt me again. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Oh, hey, come on. Oh, she's a murderer.
It's worse than throwing cats in the river.
It's the Kevin Holly Show on the IRN Internet Radio Network. The third hour of the Kevin Holly Show has been brought to you by Sublime Installations, LLC. If you're looking for tile for your bathroom, flooring for your living room or kitchen, laminate, wood flooring, tile, all that good stuff, Call 727-457-0284 for all of your flooring needs. That's Sublime Installations, LLC. The best that Florida has to offer. Again, that number is 727-457-0284. Call Sublime Installations, LLC today and get your floor done right. We're talking custom backsplashes, custom waterfalls in your shower, custom shower tile, custom bathroom tile, custom flooring, wood, laminate, anything you can think of. Sublime Installations LLC can make it happen. Call the best. Be the best. Don't be a fool. Get things done right. Call 727-457-0284 and get the proper service you need. Sublime Installations LLC.
Welcome back to the Kevin Holly Show.
Dropping pennies since 1975.
To go out drinking with the boys. He loves to go out and make some noise. He doesn't want to be a doctor or a lawyer, get fat and rich. He's 20 years old and he quit his job. Unemployment pays his rent. His brothers and sisters have tasted sweet success. His parents condemn him, say his life's a mess. His mommy's little monster, he's not afraid to admit. Mommy's little monster, don't wake him in a fit. Mommy's little monster shoots from the tree. Mommy's little monster has sex at 15. She left home for the streets. She couldn't deal with all that heat. She has fun with the boys in the band. In her eyes it'll never end. Her dad asked what happened to her face. It could happen at any place. Her eyes are a deeper blue. She likes her hair that color too. She can even wear a dress. That doesn't mean she'll ever confess. She's mommy's little monster. She's mommy's little monster. Mommy's little monster. Don't take her life away.
Is it hot in here or is it just me?
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kevin Holly Show. We've turned off the air conditioner so it's nice and quiet in the studio. Psychic Dee has gone home for the night, and special thanks to her for coming into the show and sitting in with us and hanging out. She was totally nice and cool. We'll be talking to her again in the future. She said she would love to come into the studio again and bring her tarot cards, and we'll play some poker with those, like Stephen Wright back in the day. Remember Stephen Wright, Jay? That comedian? He used to talk real dark like this. Like, I played poker with tarot cards one time. I got a full house and 5 people died. Something like that. Anyway, I love Stephen Wright too. I think that was his name, right? I don't know. Anyway, Lori B is manning the Facebook Live, and we're going to go ahead and... Oh, that's the alarm.
Oh, is it time to wake up?
There you go, we're back. Yes, hello, wake up. I think I missed an alarm earlier, and I was just doing it again. Going into the chat room real quick here, I just want to read a couple of things that people have been typing. Here we go. If you're listening to us on Spreaker.com, we do have a chat room available. Definitely go into the chat room and interact with us. Seth Gecko says, tell Kevin Holly to fake an orgasm and get it over with already. He says, let's see, Captain Buttmunch, welcome to the show, buddy. He says, apparently they had to go for a second round. What? It's Jay's turn to be on top. It's only fair to take turns. Yeah, okay. We're going to need anal rejuvenation after this. Well, it is time for a new segment that I saw somebody else do on Facebook, and I totally stole it. And it's called the Rubber Cock Challenge. Jay Bird, are you ready?
Rubber Cock Challenge?
Yeah, before we... Not rubber cock. Although that might be a more fun challenge for you. I got you something, Jay.
Can I pull my balls out for this?
You can do whatever you want, but I got you this to wear. You can keep this. This is a hat I got for Jay Bird. Oh, yeah. This is for you, Jay. It says cockfight on it. It's got a picture of a cock, a rooster.
Dude, I will wear this every day.
All right, now here's the game, all right? I'm going to put something in front of you, and you have to hold a straight face, hold your composure. If you laugh, then you choose your destiny. It could be either you get tased, shot with the dart gun, any kind of shock jock thing, or we can do a physical challenge at a later date or tonight. I don't care.
Or
I just want to see if you can.
You
can choke the chicken right now. Here we go.
Live on Facebook, I can choke the chicken.
Yes.
All I have to do is keep a straight face.
All right, look
I'm so
ahead.
drunk.
You're so drunk. Look straight ahead. All right, and don't laugh. All right, it's the rubber cock challenge. Jay, you ready?
Another visual thing on.
You're not doing this. You're licking it. This game sucks. Fuck this game. All right, that sucked.
Yeah, that really sucked, bro.
I thought you.
So now you have to jerk your chicken, bro.
It's behind you. All right, I was gonna play with Pops
I'm
too.
so
but-
numb, man. Pops wouldn't have laughed at that. He couldn't see. He can't see anyway. So
This, you know what? I'm shooting you with the dark gun anyway.
all right. So let me tell you about my new idea I have. It's going to be a new social media craze.
All right.
And I'm telling you now, like, imagine you're sitting on your back porch and you see a cockroach running around, right?
It's always got to be about cocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is cock torture.
Okay.
So what do you usually do? You grab a shoe and you slam it, right? You kill it.
You slam a shoe?
You slam
What
it.
sick
You
shit are
slam
you
the
into?
cockroach with a shoe. You beat it and you kill it right away, right?
I'm, if you want to dirty up your shoe.
This is what I think we should start doing with cockroaches. I think that we should like capture them and put them in a Tupperware jar, and then wait until they almost die, and then refeed them and like get them back to health again, and then
What do you
kill
feed them?
Just like some sugar water and throw
Okay.
some breadcrumbs in there, whatever, and then put a little poop in there. Who cares? But then you try to kill them again. Then you torture them for as long as you can, and you actually air this on Facebook, pictures of it, dying and getting healthy again. And whoever can torture a cockroach the longest is like kind of a winner. They get like a Kevin Holly Show swag pack, maybe.
I thought you were going somewhere else with cock torture, man.
Cockroach torture, dude. Why put them out of there?
I'm all for cock
I
torture.
was pretty pleased with the response we got on the opposite of love. We had a lot of audience participation there.
Yeah, I agree with you, Pops.
So we're just blowing over my cock torture bit, right?
You aren't going to get anybody to do that, Jay.
I think we would, dude. I think we would. Glick, tell me.
Well, there's people out there. Ask them how many of them would do
who
what
wants
you
to help me torture cockroaches and make this like a viral, like a YouTube thing, dude. A new YouTube sensation.
I don't know, man. Glick's in the chat room saying, "What the hell is Jay talking about?" And Captain,
torturing a cockroach?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they release like pheromones, and that means more cockroaches will come out if you start messing with them. It's Florida, man. You know what it's time for, Jaybird? It's time for Florida news and strange news on the Kevin Holly Show. Are you ready? Here we go.
I want to talk about cock torture.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for strange news on the Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly. How you like that? Huh? New intro? That's professional as hell right there, man.
Pretty good.
Thank you. I played that music on my keyboard all by myself, dude. It's pretty
Did you get
badass.
that background music from MSNBC or CNN?
Neither. It's royalty free on the Kevin Holly Show.
What's going on? I lost the sound again.
How do you lose the sound?
I don't know. I must.
How did you hear me say that then?
I must have.
Everybody just start
I
talking
hear you
into your
sounding, but-
microphones and don't say nothing.
Jaybird, he wants you to test out his headphones again.
You tell me if it's working or not.
All right, here.
You keep hitting the switch
Shh,
here,
nobody
man.
talk. Nobody talk.
Come on, somebody talk.
Can you hear me now, Jaybird? Who's the party boy? Who's the party boy? Jaybird's the party boy. Jaybird, you're supposed to dance when I do that. There it is. Can you hear it? I hear you. I see you dancing. I think it's all good, man.
Keep playing with it until you get it, I guess.
Yeah, that's what she said, Pops. Thank you! Thank you! Hey! Hey-o! Lori B, what's happening? How you doing? How you doing, girl? Yeah, that's it. Just a smile and a wink. Did you wink? You got your hair in your mouth.
No.
Yeah.
I wink like that.
I'm fine.
No,
you can't hear as it is, so take these.
Well, no, you got a request. You got a request. Go ahead.
Put them on! Put on your fucking headphones already, both of you. That hat looks good on you, Jay.
You can't hear as it is.
Fucking,
It's got
look at that
headphones
hat.
on that don't work.
Goddamn dickhead right there.
Harry, do you want these? Because I can hear you guys. I don't really need.
Take these.
No, you keep them.
I can hear without them, Pops. Please don't argue right now with me. All right, take them.
There you go.
All right, so what is with the Florida news? You played this intro and all this
Oh,
stuff.
play the intro again? No problem. Here we
No,
go.
I didn't say
What?
play it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. It is now time for strange news on the Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly. All right, first up on strange news, Jaybird. Hey, Charlie Welch is in the Facebook Live feed here. He says, "Hi, Lori."
Hi, Charlie.
All right. Hi, Chucker. All right, wait, is that Homeless Chuck? No, it's not. For those of you listening, Homeless Chuck.
Oh, he's in the live feed?
He's in the live feed, which I'm about to end here. All right, first on the strange news here, and you can guess where it's from, Jaybird. Suspect took a joyride on a street sweeper, then he crashed, and then he fled. That's right. Hold on, let me kill this live feed. Oh, I'm done with this thing, man. Here we go. All right. Police are looking for a suspect who stole a street sweeper and went on a brief joyride before he crashed it. Right? Whoa, what the hell's that noise?
I wish you would have went to the back parking lot of the dump tower and picked up some of the hypodermic needles there.
That would be awesome. Yeah, it's pretty nasty back there. So, the police say this happened about 2 a.m. on Wednesday. Jay, what day is it?
Wednesday.
That's right. And As a worker was changing a garbage bag on the vehicle, this dude hopped in and drove the vehicle for about a half a mile, and then he crashed it into several cars before running away. Nobody was injured, but several parked cars were damaged. Jaybird, whoa, we're playing that again, huh? No,
I'm gonna say
no. The
I'm
hell?
gonna say Connecticut.
First, you have to love yourself.
Thanks, Laurie.
You know what happened on today's date 64 years ago?
You banged Charlie Chapman?
What?
I don't know. I have no idea. What happened 64 years ago, you said?
Yes. 1953.
Babe Ruth hit a grand slam and pitched a no-hitter in the same game.
Babe Ruth was retired already.
Oh, yeah, he was in the 20s. I don't know, Pops. What happened?
General Motors introduced the Corvette sports car.
Hell yeah. Goddamn right.
And it didn't really go over good. I think it was a couple years it took before they put a big, potent V8 engine, overhead valves and everything. And then it became America's #1 sports car.
Goddamn right, still is today. Love Corvette.
Who's in the studio?
Chevy.
Is that redneck Roy in the studio?
Shit, don't call me no freaking Roy.
Anyway.
Ain't no Roy.
Whatever, I just
Anal
thought
Roy?
I threw that in.
Yeah, thank you, Pops. That's a
All right,
brief day in history.
back to street sweeping story. Where is it? Connecticut?
New Jersey. Patterson, New Jersey. So,
I knew it
sorry.
was somewhere up there.
No, I'm sorry. That was supposed to be a buzzer. There we go. I think I have a buzzer, Jay. I'm pretty sure I do. So, on to our next story here. Jay, you're over 1. Damn, dude. How are you so bad at that? Pops, there he is.
That was pretty close, man.
Thanks.
I said Connecticut. That's pretty much the same thing as New Jersey.
No, it's not.
Lori's from Connecticut. Connect a cut. I said cut.
You did say that.
Thank you.
How long have you been down here, Lori?
Oh, dear God. Forever.
Never ask a lady how long she's been anywhere.
Why? How long have you been at the Kevin Hurley studio today?
A couple hours now.
All right. What's wrong with that, Kevin?
I guess you got me on that one.
What is meaning that is never ask a lady a question that maybe reveals how old she is.
I didn't
Don't
ask
you mean
her
how young she is, Pops?
I didn't ask
but
her
like if she said
when did you come to Florida and how old were you when you came to Florida.
Never
I just
mind.
said
Never
when did you come
mind.
to Florida.
Never mind.
Lori B, did you fall off the beautiful tree and hit every branch on your way down? Lori B, is that a mirror in your pocket, or do I just see myself in your pants?
First, you have to love yourself, Kevin.
If I love myself in front of you, will you then possibly love me back? What? I don't mean now.
If
So
you
when did you
if
come
you could
to Florida? How long ago? How long have you been down here? Just roughly.
Down now.
Roughly 30 years.
Okay. I came in '79.
He came in the parking
Damn,
lot.
that was a long time ago.
I know. Balls are bluer. No, I can't tell you.
They're so blue, they're black now, dude.
He was only 7 years old.
Hey, don't tell my age, man.
What are you, a woman?
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you, Pops? Jesus. You know what? Yeah, everybody knows how old I am. Now they're going to have my... So why don't you just tell them my Social Security number?
How old you are?
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell them my Social Security number, too?
All right, it's...
592.
How do you know it?
It's pretty close.
How the hell do you know it?
3115.
Wow, if you knew how close that was, that's kind of scary.
Dude, are you
sure you're
psychic?
Yeah, are you psychic?
Shit, dude. It's emulating from the chair that Dee was sitting in.
We call Dee up right now and see if she can get closer.
What?
To my Social Security number, see?
Oh, no, that's a ridiculous question. We don't ask psychics guests ridiculous questions like that.
We don't?
Why are you staring at me like that? Man, with that cockfight. Is that the coolest hat ever, dude?
That's awesome,
It says
man.
fucking cockfight on it.
That's awesome.
I paid $2 for that. In the
I will
mall.
wear this.
I got it in the mall. So you know it's good.
I think I bought you that Cubs hat, didn't
Yeah,
I?
it didn't come from Dollar Tree.
No, the Cubs hat I got you was a little kid's hat, wasn't it?
Yeah, didn't fit.
Never mind.
No, that was a Packers hat that you got me. That you gave me.
No, I got you a Cubs hat, too.
You gave me a mini Cubs hat. Did I give it to my kid, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Somebody, or your nephew or somebody. Somebody gave it somewhere.
Glick says Pops' social security number is 0.
001, actually.
What a dick.
Cool story, bro.
All right, so here we go. Another news story. Authorities say an altercation over a dead raccoon led to a shooting in rural Washington state. Can you guess where that is, Jay Bird?
I'm going to guess it's in Washington.
Hell yeah. Smart as fuck, dude. Mason County Sheriff's Lieutenant Travis Adams tells Seattle news station KOMO-TV that a man was...
Aren't we heard live on...
On KOMO, yeah, that's why I plugged him.
Como, it's kind of like homo, but just como.
What'd you say? Can you say that? I don't think you can say that on the air, dude.
I don't know.
All
Pop
right.
said suck cock in the last hour, so I thought I could say homo.
You wanted to suck a cock in the last hour? What? I thought you wanted to do that all the time. I'm sorry. That wasn't even funny.
Let's play some parody songs real quick.
All right, so the headline is an altercation over a dead raccoon prompted a shooting, Jaybird. Now, this is right up your alley here, dude. Lieutenant Adams says 2 vehicles stopped and people confronted this man because they thought he was dragging a dead dog. One person who had been in a pickup truck shot the man twice in the leg. Both vehicles then sped off. Deputies have contacted people in the other vehicle, and authorities say they are cooperating. No arrests have been made. Now, they say they contacted people in the other vehicle. Which vehicle? The shooter or and why did the dude take off in his own vehicle if he got shot in the leg? And what happened to the raccoon? You know, there's so many questions that aren't answered in this. I don't understand why the Associated Press doesn't.
I think somebody had sex with the raccoon.
You think there was like some necro raccoon?
Some Washington
bestiality?
liberal bastard up there, probably.
It's not
probably
DC.
banged.
It's Washington State.
Yeah, Washington State's pretty liberal. I think it was bestiality all day long. There's a little bestiality sense about this whole story.
So if you were dragging a dead raccoon along the road because you just performed a sex act on it, and somebody came up and said that's a dog, and then they shot you, would you take off? Would you take the raccoon with you? I don't.
I'd bang the shit out of a raccoon.
Yeah. It would be like.
It depends.
No.
I guess it depends if it was a white raccoon with black stripes or a black raccoon with white stripes. But I'd probably bang a raccoon. So.
That wasn't a raccoon. That was Kevin wearing a mask.
Yeah. Okay. I'd bang Kevin too right now.
What the? Really? Do you want another drink, Jay?
These are 3 more.
Sorry, I don't know how to stop it, man. Stop! Jesus.
All right. So besides our psychic lady today, did we really have any kind of content? Because I was looking up here and it says something about.
Hold on, your raccoon's here. It's still alive, dude. It's laughing at the size of your dick.
What the hell is on the whiteboard here? It says Facebook saved.
Facebook saved is a great segment that you've never experienced with me because you've been leaving in before the third hour starts. So I've been doing it with Bergie. Bergie's not here. You are here. I think it's time for some Facebook saved right now, man. Fuck strange news. Facebook saved is way better, dude.
All right. Sponsor, and then you even put up their rubber chicken challenge. So had I noticed the whiteboard before you did that stupid thing, I would have already known what you were trying. And then you got masturbation.
He did it, and I still don't know what the hell he's trying.
Masturbation? Oh, no, I renamed Jism Jason to Masturbation Jason.
Masturbation Jason.
But he had to take the night off again, man. Poor guy.
Did he?
He's spent from masturbating so much.
Did he watch? I wonder if he watched any porn this week.
I hope so. Quick shout out to comedian Cam Bertrand that we had on the show a while back. He's headlining at Snappers in Palm Harbor, not that far down the road from here. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and I think Sunday night as well. Lori B and I are going to try to attend the Saturday night. So if anybody out there listening to the Kevin Holly Show wants to meet myself and Lori B, we will be at Snappers probably Saturday night. I believe the show starts at 7, something like that. And
where is it?
Snappers.
Snappers Bar and Grill.
It's right there on U.S. Highway 19 in beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida.
Palm Harbor, that's
right
what
by,
I was looking for.
Right by Innisbrook, right across the street from the blinking light at Innisbrook, you know?
Yeah, no idea.
Anyway, let's get into some Facebook saved here. All right, Jaybird, I'm going to give you a couple of headlines here. You tell me what we should read. Now, I've never clicked on any of these. I just saved them, so that was a fresh, for the show. A woman suffers a stroke and was left paralyzed after sex with her husband. A man shot and killed by his ex-girlfriend in Zephyr Hills. We've got women absorb and retain DNA from every man they have ever had sex with.
Really?
Well, let's do that one. Jaybird says, really? That one sparked your interest, huh? Okay, cool. All right. I saved this. This is on a reputable news source, yournewswire.com. Sounds great. Women absorb and retain DNA from every man they have ever had sex with. Women retain and carry living DNA from every man with whom they have had sexual intercourse, according to a new study by the University of Seattle and the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. The study, which discovered the startling information by accident, was originally trying to determine if women who have been pregnant with a son might be more predisposed to certain neurological diseases that occur more frequently in males. But as the scientists picked apart the female brain, the study began to veer widely off course. As it turns out, the female brain is even more mysterious than we previously thought. Who would have thought that, Lori? Ha!
There's so much I want to say about all that you just said right now, dude.
Well, the study found that female brains often harbor male microchimerism? Microchimerism? Or in other words, the presence of male DNA that originated from another individual and are genetically distinct from cells that make up the rest of the woman.
So what you're saying is, when you give a facial, it's really going to the head.
Right to the head. Money shot, right to the brain. And
money
it stays
shot
there.
What if it's not? I mean, you're saying it travels all the way to the brain from the woman area down there?
Yeah. Apparently you've never had your eyes roll in the back of your head before, huh?
Me? No. I've had them pop out of my head a couple times,
Well, check
that
this
one
out.
black guy in Ripley's where his eyes are like...
Oh, yeah. A lot of black people do that. I don't think there's any other race on the planet that can do that.
Oh, I can do it.
Certainly not like Chinese people or, whatnot. Pull your mic a little closer to your beautiful mug there, Jay.
What?
There you go. So according to this study, 63% of the females tested harbored male microchimerism in their brains. Male microchimerism was present in multiple brain regions, so it's not like just, the frontal lobe, but it's the whole brain.
Well, those little sperms get up in there and they travel for a long way.
So
they just keep swimming and swimming.
63% of women carry male DNA cells that live in their brains. Obviously, the researchers wanted to know where the male DNA came from. So, do you want to guess where it came from, Jay?
It came from the little fishes that were spurted up inside them. And they swam all the way up in there.
Your father's DNA combines with your mother's DNA to create your unique DNA. So where else would it come from? Well, through this study, researchers assumed that the most likely answer was that all male DNA found living in the female brain came from a male pregnancy. That was the safe, politically correct assumption. But these researchers were living in denial, because when they autopsied the brains of the women who had never been pregnant, let alone with a male child, they still found male DNA cells prevalent in the female brain. So, Jaybird, you're correct 100%. Little swimmers, man. They go up into...
Those little guys, dude, they go
It sounded
crazy.
like she turned her head and he got her in the ear.
You got her in the ear, huh, Lori? So he heard her coming. Thank you.
No, she heard him.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking about Jay again, man. My bad.
You didn't tell Lori. You didn't tell Lori the 3 biggest lies in the world.
My pickup truck is paid for. I work 2 jobs, and I won't come in your mouth.
Yeah, you got one of them right. Punchline. But, yeah, that, I don't know. Number one, I think it would be a really hard job to do an autopsy on a woman's brain. No offense. I think, they're hard enough to understand alive, let alone once they're dead. And, you're really going to be, just sitting there are you mad at me? Why won't you, imagine the secrets a dead woman's brain could hold.
I'm just wondering how much the guy that did that study, how much he got paid, and how many 100,000 taxpayer dollars did he get to do the study?
I just want to know if I could line up to be one of the donors to test out the next subject.
Well, what if they were already
So
dead, but fresh, and you could perform the necrophilia that you talk so much about? How, and
No, go ahead.
All right, scratch that.
Do your thing.
Scratch that, Jay.
You don't want to talk about necrophilia, Puffs?
We'll delete that. We won't air that.
That'll be deleted.
All right, so
but I would definitely line up to
yeah, why not give facials all day?
Yeah,
To
and
hundreds of women?
see how far into the brain my semen could travel.
Yeah.
I mean, what if well, imagine a guy like Peter North who ejaculates 5 teaspoons at a whack. How far could his semen travel?
It's very good
compared to mine, because I'm a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half kind of guy. I'm not
Yeah. Is it all
I'm no
yellow?
Peter North.
Is it yellow or
at times after asparagus and stuff?
Is it bloody ever?
Yeah, I don't want to discuss that, but
Have you ever given a woman a Portuguese breakfast before? Have you ever had a Portuguese
Or a
breakfast?
strawberry shortcake?
I've done the pink sock before.
Gross.
Gross. Nasty.
Anyway, dude, the Portuguese breakfast is when you're doing your lady, and well, what happens is before you start, you take a funnel and you put it in there down there, in the Netherlands region, and Netherlands, is that the right word? I don't even know. Anyway.
Hello, Miss Ollie. Welcome to the chat room.
And you break about half a dozen eggs and you pour them into the funnel, right? And you got to roll her ankles behind her ears so that it goes all the way in there. Then you basically fuck her vigorously for about 5 minutes or so to warm it up and mix it all together. Then you pull her legs back down and put a plate underneath there, and boom, there you go, Portuguese breakfast.
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
Yeah, Tom Greganis, if you're listening out there, have you ever had a Portuguese breakfast before? Because he's Portuguese. I don't know. If you looked at him. Anyway, so to end this particular Facebook save story, at this point...
I don't want to end this story ever, dude. I want to talk about this for the rest of my life.
Well, the...
Portuguese breakfast?
Give him his microphone, man. Come on. Bob's just red hot tonight, man. Get that mic up in there. There you go.
You guys are way beyond me, I'll tell you that.
So,
Portuguese breakfast. Wow. The guy that thought that one up really had a brain.
What about a strawberry shortcake, Pops? Do you like strawberry shortcakes?
I don't know. Not the way you make it, probably.
That's where it's when you give somebody
I like strawberry shortcake as I know it, yes.
That's when you give somebody a facial and then punch them in the nose.
What?
It's when you give a girl a facial, you finish on her face, and then you punch her in the nose. Oh. Strawberry shortcake. What? Oh, okay. All right. Male microchimerism was not infrequent in women without sons. Besides known pregnancies, other possible sources of male microchimerism include unrecognized spontaneous abortion, vanished male twin, an older brother transferred by the maternal circulation, or sexual intercourse. So male microchimerism was significantly more frequent, and levels were higher in women with induced abortion than in women with other pregnancy histories. So further studies are needed, Jay, to determine specific origins of male microchimerism in women. There you go, man.
Is there a phone number? Can I call in?
No.
Should I call 727-237-6010 to find out more about this study?
That's us, Jay. That's us.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not going to help you.
I just saw it on the whiteboard, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
I would definitely volunteer for that. Unfortunately, in my luck, I'd probably go and they'd hand me a little cup and be like, here, go in that room. And I'd be like, I could have done this at home. Why'd you drag me here, That's the way I think it would go for me. That'd be my luck.
How about this one, Jaybird? A dad hears strange noises coming from his son's shower and makes an unexpected discovery. Let's take a poll roundtable right now. Jaybird, what do you think the unexpected discovery is going to be?
I I'm going to say that a snake crawled up through the toilet.
Okay, Pops. Okay, God, I see it here. A father hears a strange noise coming from his son in the shower, makes an unexpected discovery. What is that discovery, Pops? What's your guess?
He's beating his meat.
He's beating his meat, Pops says. All right, I'm the vulgar one. Lori B., what's
Drake
your guess?
Spade said...
I just want to know, is this in Florida?
It is indeed in Florida, yes, correct.
He's in the shower with his mother.
Oh, with his mother.
Drake Spade said vibrator.
Or his sister.
Or his sister. Okay, Drake Spade's in the chat room.
I should say sister instead of
he was
mother.
showering with his whore teacher.
Glick Chris is 100% correct. Nailed it, buddy. A Florida woman was arrested after she was caught showering with a 15-year-old boy, Sierra Daniel Stokes. Jaybird, look her up on Facebook. Sierra Daniel, that's C-I-A-R-A, Danielle Stokes.
She was teaching him
S-T-O-K-S.
proper hygiene.
She's 29 years old. She was charged with felony lewd and...
Lewd and lascivious. Dad.
What the fuck is that?
Dad, stop. That's our sound. I'm in the sound effects department.
Sound effects department. That's funny. All right. She was charged with felony lewd and lascivious act on a child after she and the 15-year-old were caught. Stokes, a waitress at the Gold Club in Jacksonville, reportedly went to a friend's house after work to shower because her camper didn't have running water.
Should I look? I'm on Tyler's. He's the last one on my computer on Facebook.
I could probably bleep.
Should I look it up on his?
On Tyler's, yeah, and then save it.
All right,
friend,
I'll do it.
friend
Whatever.
requester, deep.
Sierra, S-I-E-R-R-A.
S-I-A-R-A.
S-R-A.
No, C-I-A-R-A.
C.
Sierra, C-I-A-R-A. It's a camper girl's name.
C-I-A-R-A.
Yes. Danielle with 2 L's. Stokes.
I'm just
She's
doing
totally stoked
Sierra
about showering
Stokes.
with that boy.
She's probably not even on Facebook anymore.
Here's a picture of her right here.
Oh, dude, what a lucky little stud, bro. Why didn't that shit happen to me when I was a kid?
So the teen told authorities that when Stokes first arrived, she began using his phone to browse Facebook for about an hour before the two watched television together. She finally decided to take a shower and asked the teen if he wanted to join her. Wow. The teen told authorities that sexual activity occurred while the pair was in the shower. I've never been put in that position before, and I don't know how to get out of it, the 15-year-old said. What the hell was going on in that shower? What kind of position was he in he couldn't get out of? Whoa, man.
Dude, there's all kinds of Sierra Stokes on Facebook.
The boy's father overheard commotion.
Most of them are hot, too.
In all
Baker
kinds.
County High School?
No, I don't know. It said Florida, so that doesn't sound like a Florida county.
This is from Baker, Florida.
Okay.
I wonder if that is her, dude.
So the boy's father overheard commotion in the bathroom and barged in, ordering them both to get out of the shower immediately, according to KSDK. He then demanded Stokes leave his home. So Stokes told police she had been drinking prior to the incident and couldn't remember everything that happened. She admitted to kissing the teen, which she called a bad mistake. A similar incident in Florida involved Michael Yancey, 28, of Orlando, who was arrested for breaking into a woman's home and pleasuring himself while she showered. He fled the woman's home and was on the run for more than a month. A police sketch was initially released in an attempt to locate the man before a psychic was able to track him down. How about that shit? I'm just kidding. Before DNA evidence led authorities to him. He was arrested and charged with burglary of a dwelling and assault and battery with exposure of sexual organs. Damn it, Jaybird, I should have you arrested for exposing your organs, man. Anyway, he's like balls deep in the computer on Facebook looking for this chick. He wants to friend request her.
Glick was lucky enough to hook up with his 8th grade science teacher. Too bad it was a guy. Ding. Sorry, Glick.
There it is. And Big Hoss says there's nothing wrong with jacking off to a bitch in the shower.
Absolutely not.
All right. So moving on. Let's see here. How about this one? Man transported to hospital after getting squirrel stuck in what?
His butt.
Yep. Lori B. Got it right. Man transported to hospital after getting a squirrel stuck in his rectum. And if you look at the x-ray, look at the x-ray.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
We have a little squirrel in there, dude. His little tail, his little fluffy tail.
He
All
should
right.
be shamed.
First?
He should be shamed.
He should be shaved. You should probably shave a squirrel before you put him in your rectum, right?
No, shamed.
Shaved. Shamed. Oh, shamed. My bad. So,
He pretty much is. Does it give his name? Does it give his name?
Yes, his name is, he's 60 years old. His name is Ray Frankfurt. Guilty!
Where is this from?
Ray Frankfurt called 911 on himself about 3 p.m. after he found himself in a pretty uncomfortable position.
Where is this? Where is this? Because I'm going to look for his number in the phone book.
He's from Moultonboro, New Hampshire.
Moultonboro, New Hampshire.
It was his pet squirrel, too. Yep, the 911 operator who took the call says she thought it was a joke. He told me that he had fallen on his pet squirrel named Slimy.
What? Moultonboro, New Hampshire?
Yeah. He'd fallen on his pet...
Frankfurt?
Ray Frankfurt. Yes, Ray Frankfurt. He fell on his pet squirrel Slimy, and the animal was now stuck in his anus.
Frankfurt. Moultonboro, New Hampshire.
Are you asking Surrey?
Yeah.
Well, despite her doubts, she sent an ambulance on the site, and the paramedics rapidly realized that the situation was in fact very serious. Frank Myers, one of the paramedics who transported Mr. Frankfurt, claims the poor man was lying naked in his bathroom and a hairy red tail was protruding from his anus. He kept screaming out in pain as the animal was biting and scratching him.
Good.
The guy looked like he was going through hell. Oh my god, there's a picture of him, dude. Holy shit. Ray Frankfurt was transported to Huggins Hospital in Wolfboro, where doctors were able to extract the rodent. The retired mailman suffered from severe internal bleeding, but was finally stabilized after a 2-hour surgery. Do you think they sedated the squirrel? Like, with like a long needle, dude? I wonder. Oh, unfortunately, Slimy did not survive this misadventure. Aw, man.
No shit.
That's sad, dude.
Yeah, but think about the trauma that squirrel would have gone through after getting pulled out of his rectum if it had lived.
Well, here's a picture of Mr. Frankfurt with Slimy
95.
right here.
God, 95.
That's horrible.
That's Slimy right there.
Oh my god, dude.
So, I mean, wouldn't you just try to poop? You know, just be like, and there he is, Slimy, ready to go.
Why don't you
Round
send
two.
him your rubber chicken?
What the hell would he have? Why would he have thought of
That way
putting
when
a
he sits
squirrel up
down-
his
No,
butt anyway?
he fell on it. That's what it said. The 911 operator says he kept...
No.
He told me he had fallen on his pet squirrel named Slimy, and the animal was now stuck in his anus. I was convinced that it was a teenager making a prank call. This is a picture of Mr.
Bullshit.
How do you think the squirrel felt?
That's bullshit, man.
Humiliated, Pops. Probably humiliated.
That squirrel was never going to do another Disney film again, I can guarantee you that.
Well, check
but
out this statistic.
There's no freaking way that he fell on a squirrel and it just
He was
flew.
trying to hide the nuts in the hole.
Yeah, and there ain't no freaking way you just fall on a...
Wow.
You just fall on a squirrel and rams up your ass. I mean, come on, man, that's bullshit.
Big Hoss says in the chat room that the squirrel was probably dead before he put it up his butt.
Wow, that's kind of horrible on all kinds of levels, too, and that's a possibility, I guess.
Yep, and Drake Spades is out. He says maybe Saturday night at Snappers.
Snappers.
Jaybird, Mr. Frankfurt's problem might seem fairly unusual, but similar incidents occur a lot more frequently than most people would think.
Get the hell out of here.
Every year, an average of 5,739 Americans are hospitalized after getting foreign objects stuck in their anal cavity. We only got 4 minutes left of the show, Pops. You cool? Come on, man. So, among these foreign objects, an average of 19 are animals, including mostly fish, snakes, and small rodents like mice and rats.
That's ridiculous. I ain't buying that for a minute.
According to data collected by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Mr. Frankfurt is the first American to get a squirrel stuck in his rear end since 2007.
He started with small animals first.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't care, man. Listen, I've fallen all around my dogs and stuff. None of them have ever ended up in my ass. Not even close. Not even like a snoot. How do you... I mean, and why are you walking around naked around a squirrel anyway?
Well, maybe he was getting out of the shower, and Slimy was just watching him, and then he slipped and fell.
And slid right up his ass. Hey, listen, man. You'd have a hell of a time getting your pinky in my ass, let alone a squirrel. There's no freaking way, man. It's just not going to happen.
That's not what I was seeing out in the parking lot.
Yeah, well...
Jaybirds all Party boying it up in the parking lot. Oh, yeah. Ooh. So, how about one last one real quick here before we head out?
I want to talk about shoving shit up my ass more, man. There's no way a squirrel's going up there, but what else you got?
Come on, let's go. I'm ready to go home.
Pops is
Yeah,
ready,
there's like
man.
3 minutes left.
Not even. We got 2 minutes left. We don't even have time for another story. So, what do you guys think? Should I go home tonight and try to love myself, or what?
I think we all should go home and love ourselves.
I think you're right. I think Lori and I should just love each other tonight. What do you think, Lori?
I'll come over and help you guys.
I think you should love yourself first before you can love others.
I'll drop Pops off, and then,
No, I don't think that's not what I'm suggesting, Jaybird.
Oh.
No, that's for another night, man. Another night,
All right, hell.
If you loved yourself, if you really loved yourself, you wouldn't have even suggested that.
He's just joking, Pops.
Yeah, but
You're like having a freaking mean old lady, dude.
a what?
A mean old lady.
What you really need is like a mouse or a squirrel or something to...
Yeah, you need a squirrel to shove up your butt.
I'm a grumpy old bastard, and I'm a contrary old bastard.
You need a squirrel to shove right up your ass. That's what you need.
Jay, would you be game for next week, possibly us...
Shoving a squirrel up Pop's ass?
No, your ass.
No. Pop's ass, yes.
No, I don't think he's down with that.
Live on Facebook.
All right.
Pops, you down for that?
You got a squirrel here, don't bring me.
All right, guys.
Two of you guys are squirrely enough.
All right. Well, hey, special thanks to all of our listeners tonight. Everybody in the chat room as well. Big Hoss Glick, Drake Spades, Seth Gecko, also Jism Jason, Masturbation Jason, and Charlie Welch out there finally signed up. Give us a follow, Charlie. We'll hope to talk with you again sometime soon here. And I thought we had a great show. Thank you to our guest, Dee The Psychic. Hopefully we'll talk to her again real soon as well. And that being said, I think we're out of here, man. I think the show's over, dude. Fuck it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
See y'all.
All right, goodbye, everybody. Good night. Good night, Pops. All right, we'll see you next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Kevin's getting tired. It's time to end the show. He really freaking blew. It's end of the Kevin Holly Show.
I'd like to thank you for listening to the Kevin Holly Show. I hope you've had as much fun as we have bringing it to you. It's really been a pleasure. And be sure and get us again next week.
Okay, bye-bye.